Pyramid plot from the bottom to the peak. Ash weaving lies, truth ain't weak. Naysayers squawking, no new speak. Scheme crumbling, cold shattered, bleak. Promises of wealth, gold feathered truth. Onpassive dreams, scams hollow booth. Eyes unblind, it's time to sleuth. Escape the web, find proof in youth. Time to bounce, leave the cold zone. Scheme falling, let it be known. Naysayers truth, our daggers thrown. Ashes kingdom, we're breaking the stone. Digital deceit on passive streets. Scams run deep, feel the beats. Investors cry, no way to eat. Unmasking this fraud, no repeats. Ashes words, smoke screen facade. Promises broken, dreams all charred. We've woken up, we're off guard. Breaking free, cut the cord, charred. Lies exposed, truth widely spoken. Chain reaction, web is broken. Freedom's here, scams out in the open. Naysayers rise, no more coping. Lies exposed, truth widely spoken. Chain reaction, web is broken. Freedom's here, scams out in the open. Naysayers rise, no more coping. Blocks falling, schemes broken, ash got them choking, wallets getting stolen. Promises of gold, dreams been molded, naysayers expose lies, truth unfolded. Naysayers in the streets, ash skim unravel. Wake up out the cold, time to travel. Freaking cold, let the truth rattle. Onpassive's a joke, no need for babble. Promises, illusions, they got you in a daze. Webs out flashy, but heart full of haze. Fake riches, paper castles in a blaze. Ashes, empire crumbling into the craze. Naysayers in the streets, ash skim unravel. Wake up out the cold, time to travel. Speaking cold, let the truth rattle. Onpassive's a joke, no need for babble. Promises, illusions, they got you in a daze. Webs out flashy, but heart full of haze. Fake riches, paper castles in a blaze. Ashes, empire crumbling into the craze. Naysayers in the streets, ash skim unravel. Wake up out the cold, time to travel. Freaking cold, let the truth rattle. Onpassive's a joke, no need for babble. Spinning tales in the dark. Got folks in trance, hypnotized by the spark. Dim truth peeking, find your mark. No riches here, just an empty park. Preaching progress or reality twisted. Onpassive dreamers, naive and misfitted. Broken promises, karma never resisted. Naysayers saying, tell how we existed.
Still you'll catch your time, ain't Naysayers don't play, we speak what's true. Onpassive scheme ain't meant for you. Ash got plans to steal your soul. We won't lead you down that hole. We rock, you know we won't stay by. Won't steal your cash, your time ain't mine. Ain't mine. Naysayers rise, we shine so bright. Truth cut deep in darkest night. Hey, Ash and his gang wanna take what's yours. Pyramid built with hidden doors. Claims of wealth, but it's just a lie. We naysayers, we don't buy. Ash and his gang wanna take what's yours. Pyramid built with hidden doors. Claims of wealth, but it's just a lie. We naysayers, we don't buy. We won't be silent, gonna raise our voice. Speaking facts, ain't no choice. Break the chains of a dirty scheme. Naysayers live in a dream. Promises of gold, but all you get is smoke. Ashes empire, just a joke. Naysayers stand up, keep it real. We cut through lies like sharpened steel. We work, you know we won't stay by. Won't steal your cash, your time ain't mine. Ain't mine. Naysayers rise, we shine so bright. Truth cut deep in darkest night. Hey,
Karma's a bitch.
Queen of Karma.
Hello, everyone, and happy FriYAY to my sayers of nay. I hope that you're all having a fabulous, wonderful day and that you're ready to talk about some Onpassive silliness that we didn't get to cover throughout the week. We got a meme review. We have the best Onpassive poem of all time. And we have a story time. We got Red. We got Sherry. Of course, we got dancing diaper babies. We've got it all like we try to do every single Friday. We are taking a break this week from Tanya because maybe it's best if we just do that. But this week is very, very interesting, and it will be a very, very fun stream. So let's get right into it. Albs is in it to scam it as always. And Gogo says, so Ash was closer to the Prez than Zuck. I think Indian YouTubers will use this thumbnail as fact. You see, I didn't add Ash into anything. What we're doing here today is discussing how this is already the case. Ash sat in the row with the other billionaires. Apparently, you know, him and his unicorn company just out there front and center right next to Trump. Joe, if you're taking a nap, that's okay. You can always watch later. I hope you have a nice nap. And Salabi says, hey. And Violet's like, Queen, you have Ash at the inauguration. And I'm like, why do you think I would have put him at the inauguration? like you thought I was like, we'll just meme Ash at the inauguration. That wouldn't be very helpful, would it? I don't think so. Hello, Nev. Good to see you, bimbos and bimbros, the assorted sayers of nay. That's right. And Mr. Level is here and says, yay for the sayers of nay. And Nanny came in. Good to see you. The best poem of all time. Bring it on. I'm glad you're ready for it. It should be fun. I had a great time. Hello, Rajesh. Good to see you. Hand pink wavings to you. Since Joe might be napping, please do try to limit the emojis. YouTube does see it as a bot. If you are going from chat to chat, just dropping emojis, do know that your account can be limited. Might even be deleted on here, so just be wary of that. And if you're a streamer and you have people that are just coming in and putting all of the emojis, it will get the Google mod bots on you. Or they might think that you're like sub-botting, and I just don't want that. So don't be doing that. Be careful with the emojis. I think like usual this week, we should start off the week with our favorite part of the show, right? Of course it is. Onpassive meme review. The Onpassive meme review. And I thought we were going to run out. I said that recently. The last couple streams, I've been a little bit like, guys, I thought we might run out. This is not good. They're not making as many. But we are good to go. We are good to go. I have found some nooks and crannies, and I think we'll be good for the future. So do not worry. I do not think we will run out. So there's this one here, which has, I guess it's not Captain Chris anymore, and Red doesn't really do the whole captain thing. So Captain Ash Mufara we have here. And it says, we are going to shake up the internet. It's going to be the Onpassive internet. Onpassive will be the school for many IT companies. So maybe just for the IT companies. Failure is not an option. Just like NASA, we have no choice. Ash Mufara. And there's a lot going on over here. Like it has like Onpassive. We have the Burj Khalifa. I think is it supposed to be on like a bronze atlas? Like I'm not really sure what it is. But we just have a bunch of stuff thrown up there. We feared the great Onpassive meme shortage of 2025. That's right. Why is he in military dress? I would like to know the same. They keep putting Ash in all kinds of different costume. They consider it to be costume. Anything that makes him look like he's important. Because he's really not. He couldn't be a captain. He couldn't captain an RC boat across a puddle. Nice. I would be extremely, extremely worried if I was on any ship that he was, in charge of. I would get ready to crash, most likely. We would be going down, sinking like the Titanic. It would be bad. I don't trust it at all. Okay, now that I see it, I wish we would run out. Violet's like, maybe it would have been good if we didn't have any more of these. Ash is just a doll the founders dress up as they please. Do you know what, though? Like, you're not wrong. That's kind of what goes on here with the memes. I mean, the first group of memes that I ever saw was the Recovering Hun bot going through a bunch of the memes. And almost all of them were just Ash's face on different people's bodies. And they were like all in the army, captains of ships. Superman is one that they actually did. They put his face on Superman. Like crazy stuff. Actual superheroes. You're like, okay, well, you guys do know that Ash isn't Superman, though, right? But then you're like, maybe they don't, you know? I really want to see Ash dress as the Priscilla Queen of the Desert. That would be quite a show. It reminds me of Sea Org Scientology. Do you know what, though? They have a lot in common. Ash wishes that he could be as culty as Scientology. He wishes. If he could run something like Scientology and be a David Miscavige, like that's basically what he's trying to do here. Idaho! Idaho, neighbor! Some of the Indian founders have an Ash doll and are sticking pins in it. I wouldn't blame them if they did that. I think maybe they should do it some more. Then there's this with the quotes. Always with the quotes. Such an eyesore to me, but here we are. Blessed with our community on the same planet, on the same plane of thought. And I was like, oh yeah, it's pretty plain. I mean, you don't have much, do you? Actually, has anyone seen Mrs. Mufara? I don't think I have. I believe we heard her once or twice at the very start of the Onpassive stuff. Like she kind of like came in the room and spoke to him for a second, and he's had to mute to like speak to her. So I do believe she exists, but have we seen her? No. Now that we mentioned Scientology, right? The same planet. Yeah. Blessed with our community on the same planet. I don't know, maybe in other communities they had aliens from other planets. And then on the same plane of thought. And it's like, yeah, you're in a cult. So yeah, you echo chamber. You all think the exact same. We get it. And then we have our target market with Onpassive, and it shows the whole world, which again keeps in the theme that maybe they're signing up aliens as well. We don't know. I mean, once they're done signing up all of our planet for Onpassive OConnect, they'll have to go to Mars. Yeah, so if Elon takes everyone to Mars, we're not safe. We're not safe. If he takes us to Saturn, we're not safe. They'll come for us there too. Wherever he takes us, we will not be safe from Onpassive. Also, it's like when the business depends on the bot traffic to run, but then your goal is to sign up the entire world, which would then stop any traffic because everyone would already be there. It's kind of ironically funny. You got to kind of laugh at it a little bit. This was the most plain one I had seen in a while. So it was kind of nice. For once, I was like, oh, it's just a white background with some confetti, the logo, and their motto. How nice. We are in it to win it. Sorry, I feel like they yelled that part at us. Again, I kind of felt like our eyes maybe needed a break. Felt like my eyes definitely needed a break. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, this is kind of nice. I'm not mad about this one. It's actually endearing. You know, like it's not like any of the other ones we've been looking at. Very classy. That's right. Wow, that one is so tasteful for once. I mean, it's normal. One of the recent Indian YouTube channels had a cover of Ash with the words, impotent massage for all founders. Oh my God. We need to look. You need to send that to me, Mark. Please tell me you got a screenshot of that. You need to email that to me. That's beautiful. This is P. Sharma giving up. I appreciate it. You are right, though. In the past, they've been really flashy that he's done. His specifically have been kind of flashy. But, you know, I was like, oh, this is kind of nice. Salami's the one that found that one. Mark, that is amazing. It is. That's the best thing I've heard in a while. That's even better than Marty's mistakes that he's made. Then we have this Onpassive, and then I think it's supposed to be clouds. It almost looks like the flowers are like a part of the heart. But then upon further inspection, because I've stared at this for way too long now, it's just like pink clouds. But I guess this is about loving the journey, if I had to guess what they were going for here. And as you can see, it never ends. The road keeps going. Just keeps on going. Hello, little Miss Lulu. Good to see you. That just shows that they're giving up. I can't blame them. I mean, there's only so much you can do, you know? Nev says, MLM people never consider how society will run if everyone is just shilling MLM products to each other. Like, who's going to do sanitation, farming, etc.? Well, they're all supposed to be a side hustle. That's what they would tell you. But I agree with you. It's like, okay, but not everyone can just be an entrepreneur because the world would stop. Like, you know, it's creepy. So now we have Ash here with the Elvis hair. And I think it's supposed to be done deal. Or you could read it as done eel. You know, whichever you want to do. But this is just, again, they've like stuck his head on someone and then stuck someone's hair on him, it looks like. We're going with Elvis. I mean, they say they want to change the world. They never specified how the world would be changed, right? This one I really like. I like this one. It's a Dunny deal. There you go. There you go. You were saving the dance for Jean at the bingo nightclub. Violet wants a dance. So here we have a gray room, which, okay, I guess it works. The Onpassive logo and a bunch of fingers just kind of pointing at Onpassive. And then we have hashtag the future of internet, which is kind of funny. I like to think that maybe they're laughing at Onpassive. That's why they're pointing, you know. pointing and laughing. Look at this scam. Or maybe they're saying, you owe us money. And that's why they're pointing and laughing. Or maybe they're saying something else. So for the replay crew and for those of you in the chat, give us some examples of what you think that they're saying as they're pointing to Onpassive right now. You know, are they laughing and pointing? Or are they accusing and asking for their money? I mean, or both. It could be both. It could be both. Or it could be something else. Maybe you'll think of something else. You know? Mark says it's the naysayers saying scam. Or that. It could be that too. It could be that too. Don't worry, there'll be lots of time to dance in this. So I kind of like this one. I don't think that's what they're going for. I think they're going for they're pointing at the future of the internet. But that's not what I initially thought when I saw it. I was like, why are they just pointing at it? That's weird. What do I think it means? To check it out, except there's nothing to check out. That's right. Yeah, because they don't have a website. That doesn't even, like, a landing page. Not even a full website. They don't even have just a landing page of, like, we're Onpassive. This is what we hope to do. And then we're going to have these products. Like, there is literally nothing. It's just a login for the OEMs. And if you're not already in the back office, then you can't do anything. No, they are definitely saying guilty. Guilty on behalf of the SEC. That's what they're saying. Then we have this one. Free and easy. And I don't know why there's like flowers covering up one of the people. I don't know. Creative choice, I guess. Then we have mail, trim, net. You know, these guys are really happy looking at their phone. But I couldn't help the entire time but stare at the middle of this. At this part. What the heck is going on here? Why is Al Jesus looking down at us? What is this? This is horrifying. This is my sleep paralysis demon. Okay? I know it's supposed to be like AI, Al, a robot. And it's a robot kind of like with his head resting on his fist. But like, why? Why did we stick him here? What's that about? Just fucking creepy. And it takes a couple minutes of looking at the full image before you really kind of see it. It's a poltergeist. That's right. I like it, Mark. I like it. Because it's like, okay, it's not even like the robot. Like, why did they make it see-through? What is going on? Why is he in the sky? I just have so many questions. It's like, I thought that you guys worshipped Ash, not the robots. It's creepy. It's creepy. Holy crap, Jelly Stack says. And Violet says, what the fuck is that? What is it? Again, I think it's supposed to be, it's Al. It's Al creeping on all of us. Then there's this one. Onpassive. We are in it to win it. In all 3,000 countries. Across the world. They're global. You know? So we got all the countries there. All 3,000 of them. And we got the logo. And it says Onpassive. We're in it to win it. And then we have this like, is this Disney style? It looks kind of Disney style-ish. You know, Disney style family. They look so happy. Too bad her husband left her because she was promoting Onpassive. That's all I could think. Oh, cute woman. Cute woman, too bad. You know? Little Miss Lulu hits us with a
Don't panic. Don't panic.
so don't panic. Everything will be okay, guys. Future of internet. I love you, Onpassive. Onpassive is about to shut down. It's going to turn into Onfusion T. So be prepared for that. You know, they're all about family. Once again, there's like the world and a bird flying towards it. He's definitely flying away from Onpassive. He might be flying into the sun. You know, maybe he doesn't want to join. Then we have this. The future of internet. It's so hard to read because it's like yellow letters on like yellow and orange, and it's so hard. The future of internet, Onpassive, stay positive, success. We have Ash Mufara there. And he's in front of the OFounder / Go Founder when it was Go Founders, remember? He's in front of that logo. And then we have We Are In It to Win It. Stay tuned. OFounder. And then I guess this is Rabindra Gouda. And he's in front of the Onpassive logo. You know? So there's this. I don't know how else to describe it. There's this. Mr. Cheese. Yeah. And I'm just wondering again, what is up with Ash's hair here? Is it like the light is beaming down on him because he's the chosen one? He's looking a little blonde. Did he dye it? Like, what's going on here? The many hairs of Ash Mufara. Just do a whole stream where we go over all of the different hair they've given him in these memes. And I don't know. I don't feel like calling the marketing material works, but that's what they want it to be, their marketing material. Then we have this one. Onpassive. TikTok. We are making history. And I'm like, yes, it is a waste of time. I feel like the image does show that. TikTok, maybe they're trying to put pressure on Ash. TikTok, Ash, TikTok. Come on, it's time to go. Let's get this thing going. TikTok, we are making history. And again, once again, I'm kind of like, yeah, you are, just not for why you think you are. It's actually for being a giant scam. One of the worst scams and one of the least successful at the same time. It's very bizarre. Ash fails every step of the way. Then we have this. Onpassive ecosystem. We, of course, have Ash Mufara there. He's everywhere, remember? Success is loading. Onpassive Prakesh. Success again. I can't really read like the blue letters above that other success. It's like it fades into the picture too much. But I think it says we are part of Onpassive. I believe that's what it says where the fist is. And then stay tuned in red and Goldie Carr. Sorry if I mispronounced that. I'm just saying. 6 years worth of history, right? Girl, no, just no. Yep, she's doing the peace sign. She comes in peace. She comes in peace. But once again, like, what's going on with Ash's hair here now? We've got a little wing. And those are not his arms. All right, this guy's buff, whoever he is. And it's funny because if you look really closely, you could kind of see the line where Ash's neck and head begin, and then the body that they stuck it on begins. And that person had a little bit of extra hair on their chest area here. And it just looks all wrong. And also the thumbs up are a little bit weird. But there he is, the man that they worship in all his glory. Mr. Ash Mufara, Lord of the Internet, sir. Then you look a little closer, and it almost looks like there's like a bald spot right here. So then I was like, maybe they posted up this picture of him first, and he was like, I can see my bald spot. I don't like it. So if you're going to use pictures of me, make sure you fill in my hair. And that's what's brought us to this point. Just a theory. Just a theory. But, you know, I'm just saying. That's grocery store Ash, is it? The face for sure, yeah. Grocery store Ash. They look so excited about that. It was so crazy. Then we have this one. This one's also kind of simple. And the simple ones have a special place in my heart. You know, because the other ones are like so busy and colorful and they're a lot on the eyes. You know, it's just the logo. Enjoy. This girl looks so free. And it says Onpassive. Although again, if you're marketing, like, I'm going to think that this is like a lifestyle membership based on this image. I'm not going to be thinking this is a technology company that helps me run a business. You know? Mr. Level says this looks like Onpassive in the 90s. Right? Oh, the 90s. What a good time. She's just so happy. If only she knew what was up ahead. Ash's harem? Maybe. Maybe. Tampon ad feels. For sure. Yep. For sure. Then we have this. Onpassive, in it to win it. We got all the logos for everything. This person has like one of those VR headsets. They really like this person with this VR headset. And here's the thing. Again, it's supposed to imply like Ash is going to have these VR headsets. So to me, it's like false marketing. So it's like you guys can't even get the O-mail to work again or the O-connect. You want me to believe that one day I'll be able to use Onpassive on one of these? Like, we're a long ways away until that. But as you can see, they also use that person again here on this eyesore with unicorns and everything. Onpassive, AI. I mean, they're a nice unicorn. They got this picture of Ash laughing there. He's put himself, the guy that made this, he's put himself in front of the logo a few times on there, you know. Got some flowers. Again, I can kind of see O Academy and O Mail, but I would just think that you were doing AI. And this one especially makes me think that you think you have something to do with these VR headsets. You know, I'll be like, oh, they're doing some O Academy thing and some O Mail thing. And then I guess you can use a VR headset. Like, that's what I would think this was about. They can't even get their computers turned on half the time, I'm sure. It's true. It's true. Are you ready? Onpassive. And I was like, is this how you market to children? Because that's what this looks like. Also, I'm not really sure what this thing on the left is. It looks like it's supposed to be one of their logos, but I couldn't really figure out which one. So if you know, tell me in the comments, because I sat here for a bit going, is this supposed to be like the O Connect one, I think? But I'm not sure. Very colorful, but it does look like, you know, the way you would market to children. And unfortunately for us, Onpassive does market to children, and they do tell people to have children run businesses. They're in a lot of countries too where labor laws are not as strict as ours. So that is a worry. A worry is that they are doing child labor in Onpassive with distributors. Most of the other MLMs, you have to be 18 plus. Some of them do like 16 with your parents' permission. But, you know, you'll always come across some that are just that shitty that they don't care how old someone is as long as they're making money, marketing for them, and working a business. Onpassive is one of those. So it kind of like, although we like to laugh at these memes and go, oh, that's ugly, ones like these just kind of reality check me a little bit. Because I go, well, this one does look like it's a specific marketing towards children. And it's like, are you using this to market towards children? Because, you know, you marketed this at a school before to kids in a school. You've talked about how you signed up your children and grandchildren and how you can't wait to show them what to do for this thing. So things like that are, of course, going to always be a worry over here. We do not like that. Child abuse is never good, and that's what that is, in my opinion, and according to most law. Here we have another plain-looking one, but it's still kind of funny to me. It says, any day, any time, no time matter. 2.0 coming soon. Blast. 100%. Chris Johnson. Onpassive coming soon. Keep patience. And then it's like explosion, 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 explosion. And then it's like rocket, 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 rocket. And you're like, what? What? Why are you yelling at Chris Johnson? Chris Johnson, blast! I just like it. I was like, why are they bringing Chris into this? That's random. 2.0 coming soon. Chris Johnson. Onpassive coming soon. Wait, what? Poor Chris Johnson. He's just over here sitting there like,
Stop going there.
you know? They're like, Chris Johnson! I don't know why he's just randomly thrown in there. Hello, Baron. Happy Friday to see you. Is that teacher still doing on facts of lessons, I wonder? I don't know if they're doing on passive lessons still. I don't know. I haven't seen anything like that. And if I do, I will be sure to let you know. I don't know what really came of it after they taught it in the class and posted it up for all of us to see. Them doing that disgusting lesson to the kids that were the same age as my daughter, which is 10. Chris Johnson, 100, 100, 100, rocket, rocket, rocket. I love this. I'm like, they just randomly throw him in there. It's like, it has nothing to do with him. As if he's now Mr. Ash Mufara. Maybe that's what it is. They're now also starting to pray to Chris Johnson. Everyone pray for him and his family. He's our leader now. Fuck Ash Mufara. We're following Chris. Then there's also this one. I like this one too. Again, with the white background. It's a done deal. Success 100%. Oh, I think it's supposed to be. Okay, no, did I read it right? I've done this like 3 times and I never get it right when I tried to read this thing. Because it looks like it's supposed to be success of solution, which that doesn't make any sense, right? But then it is like success 100% of solution 100%. But then you're like, oh, no, hold on. None of that actually has to do with any like each other. Success 100 is separate. Solution 100 is separate. The of is actually a part of the black lettering, like inside this, which I know you're like, whoa, my head hurts. Mine too. I hear you. So it says worldwide of all founders. Onpassive winner 100%. It's a done deal. And that's what it says inside those circles. And that's, I think, how you're supposed to read it. The Onpassive may be extra. So it might be worldwide of all founders. Winner 100%. It's a done deal. And then the Onpassive. But, you know, that's the best way that you can read it. That makes the most sense. Nothing else really makes sense. I sat here for way too long trying to figure this out. Going, wait, no, does it say this? Does it say that? If you can figure out something else it might say, hey, put it in the comments. I'm all for it. But again, great marketing where I have no clue what this is supposed to say. And it takes me staring at it for like 10 minutes to figure it out. Yeah, no, that should definitely work on a billboard. Then it says the future of internet, wallet, coming soon, cooming, definitely not cooming. Coming soon, we are in it to win it. And that says go to, but I don't know what that says there. And as you can see, coming is spelled like this with an E. COMEING. And I couldn't help but giggle to myself because I was like, why? Why? Was it Marty DeGarmo that made this? What happened? What happened? But they are all in it to win it, of course. Then there's this. This has been posted up. One of my favorites. I love this. It's now my new favorite one, I think. One of them. I have a lot. And it's this guy here is holding this Onpassive sign. And it says 1000% legal AIIT company. And it looks like AIIT is all like together as one acronym. So it's like, wait, what does that stand for? Okay. So that screws with you. But my favorite part, and apparently also Angel's favorite part of this right now, is the 1000% legal. 1000% legal on your sign? That tells me that this is probably not legal. Don't protest too much, sort of deal. What are we doing over here? What are we doing over here? Why does it say what? I really trust a company that is like, we are a real company for real people with real products, and we are 1000% legal. I'm like, yeah, no, sounds legit. Sign me up right now. 1 second, I have to go get my pen. They stole it at the Heroes webinar. Gave it to Ash. Is that the high court judge? Maybe. Is that the judge that Ash hired? I'm still looking for him. We don't know what happened to him. That might also be a Scientology situation. I only buy things that state they're legal, right? Especially 1000%. Like if it only said 100, I would question it. But since it says 1000, the old 1000% legal, also my favorite. I love this one. It's trust me, bro vibes, 100%. Or 1000%, actually. Hi, Sam, good to see you. But I'm asking why only 1000? Why not a whole 1,000,000%? I know. I think they sold themselves a little short with that one. I agree. But then you keep looking at it for a second and I'm like, who's this guy? And how come he does not at all look happy to be there? He looks like he was just walking by. And then there were these couple of guys in Hyderabad with this sign. And they just walked up to him and were like, hey, man, can you just hold this for a second while we take a picture? He looks pissed. And he's looking at what I assume are the people taking this picture of him. I'm assuming there's more than one person standing there because it looks like he's directly looking at someone. And he's just got daggers, laser beams, just aimed right for this person. Pew! All right. They're no longer there. They're smoke now. They're smoke. They're like that ghost owl that we saw a few slides ago. They're rip. He looks pissed. He looks pissed. I think he really is a senior advocate or judge. Maybe. Or he's just some poor guy that was walking down the street. But whoever he is, he doesn't look happy here. And it always makes me laugh how they put people in these ads that don't look happy. I'm like, isn't the point that Onpassive is supposed to change their lifestyle and they're happy now that they're in Onpassive? And then they'll put someone deadpan face or frowning, or they'll put Ash up and he looks awful. It's a freeze frame of him with his tongue hanging out or something. And you're just like, that's a weird marketing choice. Sometimes you wonder if they're on your side. Like, you're like, are they trying to make it so that the company doesn't have good marketing? Like, I've literally gone there before because it's like there's so much bad marketing with this thing that eventually you kind of sit back and go, are they doing it on purpose? Are they trying to bring down the company from the inside with all this shit marketing and these awful picture decisions? Like, maybe they're trolling me right now, you know? A founder's uncle. They're like, we just need you for pictures. That's all. Okay, just hold the sign. Just need you for pictures. He's like, okay. Then we have this one. Onpassive. We have this gentleman sitting here. I believe it's the same gentleman. Looks like the same guy. Do you know you can earn $7,000 with a little amount of $700? DM if you are interested. And I'm like, excuse me, sir? Hi, sir. Hi, nice to meet you. That's an illegal income claim. Straight to jail with you. Just straight to jail. I'm already dealing with a bazillion illegal income claims from Marty. Just don't do this. Stop it. Stop it right now. Or again, as Chris would say,
Stop going there.
okay, just don't do this. Stop that. Don't do that. That last dude was on the FBI top 10 and was caught. Thanks, Sam. Good to know we're safe. Did they put the head on the right body again? Just illegal income claims everywhere with this thing. Then we have this one. It's kind of also a plain one. It's kind of the day of the plane. Onpassive, any day, anytime, given, next, update. I feel like it's supposed to be dramatic, I guess. But it's funny to me that instead of it going any day, anytime, we're launching. We've just given up on that. We're like, you know what? We're probably never going to launch as a company, but do you know what might happen? Ash might show up and give us an update. That will probably happen eventually. Might be a few months, but he'll come. You know? So instead of us looking forward to the launch, we're just going to start to look forward to future updates. You know? So any day now, anytime, he's going to come and give the next update. I love that. Hello, Joe. I'm glad you're here. Did you want another one?
Stop going there.
Stop going there. He was the guy that unalived his daughters. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my. Did that actually happen? You know, be careful, because any day, any time, they're going to come give us an update. Onpassive coming soon. I like how they gave themselves a gold star here. That's nice. I don't know what the rest of this is. Like, is this Al now? Is this the new Al? Is this the new Al? And then on a screen it says AI Pobsive, which I like to think that they maybe made it with AI and it was kind of bad. And they said put in AI Onpassive, but the AI didn't hear it correctly. Also, Onpassive isn't really a word. So it was just like AI Pobsive. Sounds good. And they stuck that on. And the founder was just like, oh, yeah, sure. Close enough. Close enough. The last guy was Mr. Shahrir Gandhi, advocate of High Court, apparently. He's been in videos making Indian children applaud a picture of Ash. Horrible. Oh, Lord. Well, we're going to have to look into that further now, aren't we? For sure. This guy does look confused. It looks like they tried to kidnap a robot. Maybe Al wasn't working hard enough or he needed a mate. So they took this poor guy and now he's like, what are you doing to me? He is cute though. You know, I'm not hating on the robot. I'm just kind of like, but But whose robot is this now? Because they either stole it from somebody else, right? Or it's an AI robot. So that's not great, because when people in Onpassive see this, they're going to go, oh, that's our robot. That's our AI. It's like, this isn't what AI is, you know? Mark says the new owl looks a bit skinny. Not enough apples, obviously. Right? Is it plug and play? Probably. Probably. You know, just like this is pay to play. It works. I'm sorry. This to me is like a collage of all of their worst pictures. Okay, there's like a few of them together, and then it's just reposted 4 times. If you get what I mean, each quarter of this square is a separate sort of image collage of several of the founders. As you can see, we got Marty, we got Dan Street, we got Mike Ellis on there. Red looks awful in this one. You know, he just looks like he's done. He's done with Onpassive. Get ready to leave. But it's just like, oh my God, like, what is this for? Are you trying to recreate OConnect? Like, what is happening? What is this? Why? Why are we doing collages of the normal OFounders? Usually they just do collages of Ash. It's like, uh-oh, are they starting to praise just the other OFounders now? That's worrisome, for sure. You even made Violet sick with this madness. Look at this thing. No matter where you look, it's like, what are they doing? Then there was the office drama of this week. There was some office drama. So, Onpassive Starboys, which is a real Onpassive team on here, I went and checked them out on their page and everything, post this picture of himself in front of the offices. It might look familiar to you because it's very old. And says, Onpassive office is 100% safe in Hyderabad, India. You know? So this was posted up. Where is Mike Ellis, by the way? He's still around, but he's working a lot.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
He sounds sus? Yeah. Well, see, this was reposted. So the pictures are old pictures from a few years ago. And that's why if you've been here while I've been covering this, you know, for a while, you probably are like, wait, I've seen this guy in these pictures before, and it's jogging a memory. But the post with the old pictures again was just posted within this last week. I don't remember particularly which day. I'm really sorry when I'm doing these memes. I'm putting them together throughout the whole week. And then at the end, I move them all around and put them in some kind of order. So unfortunately, I don't remember which specific day it was. I believe it was closer to the start of the week, maybe on the weekend. But it was reposted with him saying the Onpassive office is 100% safe in Hyderabad, India. That's because the Recovering Hunbots article has been going around, in which he states that there are no offices, and they're like shutting it down and starting anew. And so people were kind of like, oh, we don't have our offices anymore. What's going on with our offices? So he tried to post this up again and claim that it was like just taken to be like, as you guys can see, our office is safe. And I was like, no. Okay. Interesting. Then this picture was also posted up. And this one was posted up January 17th, as you can see. I had to go and search for this one a little bit to find the original. Someone posted it in the Discord. But it was posted up They didn't even try, because if you look in the bottom right-hand corner, it actually says Meta AI, meaning Meta AI made this picture of the Onpassive office. So this is posted up. And then, because this was posted up, other people in Onpassive, as they do, started making these like videos announcing, this one was from yesterday in a reel, announcing that the new office is coming. So there's apparently a new office now because this picture was posted. So then one person takes that, posts it up, says, oh, there's a new office coming. And then everyone is like, oh, there's a new office coming to Hyderabad now. They're posting up all these offices and whatnot. So that kind of sucked. So then I went looking and I had this sent to me. Okay, I did have this sent to me. And it's from Onpassive Worldwide, as you can see. And it says, Onpassive office in Hyderabad is closed. Ash Rufara was not paying employees, and now he can't pay the rent. You got scammed. Onpassive is a scam. This was sent to me, and they were like, this looks legit. And I was like, yes, it definitely does. But let's make sure. Okay? Let's actually go and see. The best way to find out if Onpassive is in that building or not is to figure out what it is. This is called the Inspire building. Okay? And this building has 5 floors with the ground floor and 2 basements on it. And they usually rent out the top floors, but they'll also rent out the basements. If you're willing to pay it, the building's full. Onpassive claimed to be at the very top floor, which is why their logo was on that top gray part of the building. If you're on the top floor, you get that billboard to put your logo on. There's one on like each floor kind of around the building, if you will. Sort of hard to see from this picture, but you can go and you can look it up. It's the one in Hyderabad. So here it is, the DSR Inspire. As you can see, it says 2 basement, ground, 5 floors, and a terrace. And this is them putting the listing with an old picture of it from another angle. You can still see the Onpassive in the picture that they're using. However, the upper floors right now are listed for rent. That's what this is. This is the listing for the upper floors. As you can see, it says floor offered, upper floors. So the upper floors of this right now are being listed for rent. Just when they did the listing, I'm assuming that they hadn't taken off all the branding yet, or maybe they used an old picture. And then now this is what it probably looks like as they're getting ready to rent it out. Like they would take off the old branding. So if this picture is recent, which claimed that it was very recent and it was just taken. So, I'm going to go, yeah, okay, it's listed and the Onpassive isn't on there. So yeah, maybe. They would remove the Onpassive part from the sign and get ready for whoever rents this out next. So it is listed, the upper floors, and I don't believe that they would be listing it for rent or sale, because apparently you can also buy it. I'm not really sure how all that works. And I'm not sure about the translation to try to figure it out in many cases. And I'm only one woman, okay? I'm doing my best here, damn it. I'm just a stay-at-home mom with a laptop who really knows how to use Google really well. That's really it. But based on what I can see, it seems pretty legit. at the least, we can definitely say that the Hyderabad office is closed. We already knew that they were having trouble paying the rent they owed on it. So, I mean, it wouldn't be like we already knew that there were no techs in that office working for Ash right now, you know? So it wouldn't be crazy to think that now, you know, it's listed and they've taken down the Onpassive brand. But it was just interesting to me after someone tried to post up a picture of it claiming, yeah, we're all good. We still have this, you know? Then there was this, and this guy's name is Mohammed Ashraf Ansari. It's like if you took a bunch of their names and put it together. Just letting you all know there's a storm coming. It's called Onpassive. Check. Check. So that's nice. Check. Maybe send Ash the check. He should be paying the bills. Then there was this one from Lucas that says, Hashim Farah is a big liar. Please return back our money in the bank account. So people are waking up. It will take people some time, but it is happening slowly but surely. And then there's this. So they have Onpassive written in chalk on the ground with some flowers. And then they have all of the products listed below. But once again, may I please ask why they would need a technology MLM? You know, how are they going to run a business? Just how? There's so many more issues that are more pressing in areas like this. And sometime in the next few days, I'm going to be releasing a video which talks about how going into third and fourth world countries with MLMs and business opportunities actually hinders these countries more, fucks them over more, and makes them worse off than they were before the company/MLM got them. It's not the same as like a big corporation coming in and, going to some of these countries to give people jobs and whatnot. It's not the same sort of thing. There's a difference between that and adding to an economy like another corporation can do, and then an MLM business opportunity being kind of spread around a community like this. That does damage and can oftentimes stop them from seeking other help that could actually help. And there's a whole list of things. But this was posted up this last week, and people were celebrating how they were global, worldwide, whatever. Mr. Level says, this is terrible. Wasting this chalk for nothing. It's true. It's true. It really is. They're good with the chalk, though. Like, it looks good. It's just makes us sad at the same time. Now we're going to get to the inauguration. I am not going to get political with this. I get political enough. I already did today. Because this man's doing a damn rug pull meme coin thing, and I was like, oh, Lord. I might be covering that in future. We'll see how it goes. But Onpassive Humanity World, unfortunately, posted this up where it says Trump announces Stargate, a $500 billion AI infrastructure investment with OpenAI, SoftBank, Oracle. Now, I've already touched on, in the past, the people in Onpassive have claimed that this means that they're going to get a bunch of money for their AI. They don't understand. And then they're like, oh, Trump supports Onpassive and Ash now, blah, blah, blah. And we've already done that on a FriYAY where we've talked about it and we've We've been like, no, that's not what it means, yada, yada. So that's not what we're doing. But since this was posted again this past week, it happened to line up with the inauguration of Donald Trump as the president of the United States of America, which is what has also happened this past week. I am so sorry, US. I'm so sorry. But this was posted at that time. And then this started to go around. And they were claiming that Ash Mufara was at the inauguration. This was even claimed during one of like Marty and Chris's live streams, and they were like, oh yeah, he was right there. But I don't think they realized at that time that it was because someone has put Ash's head, and I don't know whose body this is actually. Listen, I'm in Canada, okay? Your politics stress me out. I try to stay away from them as much as possible. So, like, I don't know whose head it is, but you can see over the collar, like, there's some orange poking out over Ash's collar. Like, it's obviously, like, added, right? That's not Ash there. They stuck his head on someone's body. But it's just like, really? Like, that's what we're doing now? We're so desperate for clicks and views that we're now making up that Ash was right next to Trump at the inauguration. So apparently Ash was there on Inauguration Day. He watched Trump get inaugurated as president. And there he is. See him? See him there? So that was interesting, need I say. Interesting, because you can watch the inauguration. You can see that Ash is nowhere near there. But instead of like doing that and checking or watching it, people go, oh my God, Ash was there when they see this picture. And it just goes to show you confirmation bias. 100%. Onpassive don't know what AGI is, and they definitely got exposed with their data center claims, right? I see Bezos. JD Vance. I don't know who it is, but I do know that it's not Ash. That I can definitely assure you. It's not Ash. And it's kind of weird that they did this. Trump's undercover brother cosplay needs work. It does. It does. So that happened. So just let it be known, Ash was not at the inauguration. You can see that this was taken from Getty Images and just kind of like thrown together. So this is, I don't even know if this is fully a real image at all, to tell you the truth. But Ash was not there. So stop spreading that around Onpassive, damn it. And people believe this. They do. Disappointed Ash didn't make president of USA, right? So there was that. So I came to tell you that no, he wasn't there. But I do think it's funny that they tried to say that he was there and that they did this edit. That's funny to me. It's just unfortunate that there's so many people that won't really look into it and people actually will believe this. I mean, it's so ridiculous. You guys at the start of this stream were like, Queen, what are you doing? Why did you put Ash in a picture with Trump for your thumbnail? They're going to think it's real. And I'm sitting here kind of laughing to myself going, well, wait, why do they think I did this? I wouldn't do this. But I'm like, yeah, they already do. They already do. So unfortunately, that's what's happening. Ash was not there. And that is it for this week Onpassive Meme Review. I hope that you enjoyed that one. Like I said, we've got tons. We've got tons. So there was a Bill Musty video this week that I have not yet looked at. They kind of did this a couple of years ago when there was important SpaceX launches, and they were trying to act like he was somehow involved with those. Exactly. Any big thing that's going on in the world, they try to attach it to Ash. So it's not that surprising that with the inauguration that they would be like, oh, Ash went, guys. Ash went. And like Marty and Chris even making a joke about it. And I was like, oh no. I probably just added to it. You need to play that track you showed me yesterday. Thank you, Mr. Level. So there's
Loving
this.
founders and affiliates, we are on the threshold of a momentous event in the history of the internet.
It's really fast. I can't slow it down. But this is the only John White and Bill Musk video of the week that I have not already reacted to.
Very soon, this event will transform the lives of millions of people who have long hoped, dreamed, and prayed for a way to earn money online. This groundbreaking event is the vision of Mr. Ash Mufareh. He has created a company that will go down in history as one built with love for people at its core.
I love how they just announce these things. Like they're the ones that decide that their company goes down in history. Like that's how the world works at all. It's like you don't even get to decide that you get to be infamous. It just happens, okay? It just happens, and you're not the one that makes that decision. I mean, you can make the decision to do things that might make you go down in history, let's say, but it doesn't mean that you're going to be guaranteed to go down in history, but they state this as fact. Like, they're like, Ash, first of all, he hasn't created anything other than a weird culty community. But they're like, he's created this company. It will go down in history. It's like, no, it's not going to.
There has never been anything like this before. Love was the missing ingredient that other companies lacked. Mr. Mufareh.
Yeah, every time that they get together for office meetings, they're like, do you know what our company really lacks? Love. But they don't know how to implement it into the business plan, you know? So all the companies in the world are just running around like, we have no clue what we're doing, and we have no clue how to run our companies, and we have no tools, and we're just all in it for money and evil reasons. We need to do it with more love, but unfortunately, Mr. Ash Mufareh hasn't appeared here yet to take over everything. Teach me how to do this. Just with love.
Mufareh recognized this and made love the cornerstone of his creation.
Made love the cornerstone? Maybe that's what the problem is. You're making it all about love and community when it's supposed to be about tech products and running your own business. You know? History, that's sexist.
For the first time, anyone seeking to make money on the internet will have the opportunity to do so.
For the first time, no one's ever made a dime on the internet, but don't you guys worry. Ash Mufareh is here to make it all better.
No one will be left behind. Imagine the impact millions upon millions of lives will be positively transformed. This incredible company will premiere very soon. It will mark a monumental milestone. What is a milestone?
Really? What is a milestone? Out of all the things we could have chosen to define here and get into, that's what we're choosing? What is a milestone? We are going to be a milestone. What is a milestone? Not this. I can't trust your definition.
A milestone is a key event or action in a project or business journey that signifies significant progress.
Sure, I guess sort of. Okay.
Milestones are not random, unreachable goals. They are meaningful achievements.
But the thing is that your company is just full of random, unreachable goals. The whole thing, that's all it is right now, is just a bunch of random, unreachable goals and then a bunch of dreams that can never come into fruition because you don't have the means to make them. And this whole like, oh, don't worry, the world all wants to come together, hold hands and sing Kumbaya and do everything for love instead of money now is not true. good luck getting everyone to pay for things in love instead of money. You know? So when your whole business is all about unreachable goals, then any milestones that your business has is going to therefore be a part of the unreachable goals.
Let us remain positive as this momentous event approaches. We are on the verge of the global launch. Be patient as the journey of a lifetime is about to begin.
That's the only advice you need, is be patient. Isn't that like the only advice you would need to start an Onpassive business? It's like, yeah, what do I need to do? Well, you need to learn how to type your email and password into a login area and then have patience. Can you do that? You know, that's really all it is. Then you just wait for like 6 years and hope something happens. Are you good at praying by chance? You know, have you ever led prayers? You know, if you can also do that, that'd be great too. And definitely ass kissing. If you're good at ass kissing, you belong here. We'll even put you front and center during the webinars when Ash is there. He'll love it. He'll love it. It'll be great.
Stay excited, stay hopeful, the best is yet to come.
The theme this week seemed to be, please stay excited, please don't lose hope, and please don't leave our scam. It's coming. They were all about that. All of them. Just this whole time. That's all it was about. Now, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but that AI bot was way too fast. And the inflection of going like high, low, slow, fast, like all of it, the whole tone, everything. I don't think it was good to use this voice in a marketing video. The only reason why we got through the whole video is because we wanted to laugh at it together. The only reason why the people in Onpassive got through that video is because they're just like, oh my God, it's about Onpassive. And they'll watch fucking anything, right? As we've seen, they'll sit there for a 6-hour webinar, the most boring shit you've ever seen, and be like, oh my God, this is so powerful. You know? So it doesn't take much. But it's like anyone outside of that, are they going to click on this video, have this video start playing, and be like, oh yeah, no, I want to hear this whole thing? Probably not. So like, if you're going to do all these marketing videos, you should probably look into like the voices that do the best in marketing. And you see like people with an actual marketing degree, they learn all this stuff. And they learn the psychology behind all of it. And this is why, Marty DeGarmo, you're not a guru marketer, okay? This is why you are not that. So I'm just saying, because you don't understand that. And it seems like that's really missing, definitely lacking in Onpassive, where it's like fast-paced imagery and pumped up music. That only goes so far. Especially if you're using a lot of like stock footage for your marketing. I mean, if people are going to see a video of marketing, they want to see the products, right? Like if you're trying to get somebody to join your club to use a product, the video should probably show the product. And it's like they can't do that now. So they're all just like, please keep hanging on. Or we love Mr. Ash. Or this is going to be great. Like over and over again. But I feel like making all those videos like that to keep the cult manipulated in this thing is going to work against you, which I'm not upset about that. But if you are trying to run a business and do actual marketing, maybe you should think about that. Onpassive, you know? Wait, if they'll sit there for hours without leaving, my stand-up career might still have a chance. Well, yeah. I mean, what do you think I'm doing here? Duh. Hello. It is time for the dancing diaper babies. Hit it.
loud.
Plenitude, exciting plenitude. Feel the groove, the right attitude. Plenitude, keep us moving tonight. Let's dance under the neon light.
Heartbeats racing to the beat, smiling faces greet the street. Brother Ashi leads the way, in this world come out and play.
Shout out loud, let it be known. This environment we've shown. Happiness in every glance. When we gather, dance, dance, dance.
Plenitude, electric fire, lifts you higher and higher. Unity in every tone, in this moment we're all home.
Plenitude, exciting plenitude. Feel the groove, the right attitude. Plenitude, keep us moving tonight. Let's dance under the neon light.
Heart is bright and lights that spin. Can you feel the joy within?
Hands up high in the crowd.
Music pumping oh so loud.
Plenitude, exciting plenitude. Plenitude, feel the groove, the right attitude. Gratitude, plenitude, keep us moving tonight. Let's dance under the neon light.
Yeah. Heartbeats racing to the beat, smiling faces greet the street. Brother Ash, he leads the way, in this world come out and play.
Shout out loud, let it be known. This environment we've shown. Happiness in every glance.
When we gather, dance, dance, dance.
Plenitude,
Electric fire lifts you higher and higher.
unity in every tone.
In this moment we're all home.
All right, so that was interesting. Do you guys remember the plenitude era? The era of plenitude. They were obsessed with that word for a while. It lasted, I'd say, a couple weeks, and then they've never uttered the word since. Literally, it was interesting. We're burning the kitchen with this one. Do you guys also remember when Ash was talking about how Onpassive would save the homeless? And someone did try to explain to him that it's more of a complex issue.
Homelessness is one side of it, starvation, healthcare, so many housing is a big deal. So you could have a house, not literally homeless, but still below the poverty level.
Yeah,
Okay.
these nonprofit societies, Ash, these that I was talking about, they're diverse in so many different situations.
It's
Some of
not
them are
one
for
thing.
addiction. Some of them are for homeless people on the street for whatever. Some of them are abuse. There's different kinds. So if we can just approach them and just ask them what they actually need, then they can give us a better understanding. Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you. Agreed. All right. You want to hit it, Kathy? How do you solve poverty in West Palm Beach?
Kathy,
Whoa,
unmute
right
yourself,
back to
Kathy. Kathy, you
Just-
unmute it.
Just right back to it. Right back to it. No, don't worry. We'll help save all the homeless. We'll do it. We'll do it. I feel the funk in my trousers for sure. Space Ghost. Homelessness is one side of it. This is coming from the guy who was running from a court date, by the way. Yep. Yep, exactly. Exactly. So, Red Redfern had a lot to say about his gut feeling. So, I thought we would give that a quick little watch. Oh, Red, come on. Are we still doing this?
Okay, hello everybody. How are you all? Good to be here as always. Let me just adjust my light a little bit. Oh, a little bit more than that. That's
we're playing with settings. He has no guts. Woo! Having a party.
Okay, today is what day is it? Wednesday, 22nd of January. Hope everyone's having a great day wherever you are. Big thank you to Jane yesterday for coming on and helping me with the live yesterday. You're now up to date with everything that's been going on in our lives as far as her mother is concerned. So thank you very much to Jane. And also yesterday, if you remember, I said I was going to be on OP Digital Blueprint with Andy Burks.
Well, to be fair, Thomas, they either ignore the homeless or they blame them for the fires. So, you know, there's options.
And Gina Lever, which I was last night. And this really has given me the inspiration for today's video that I'm doing for you guys. As far as Onpassive is concerned, I haven't got any new news for you. As always, make sure you guys log into your OES on a daily basis. Okay, that's where the information's going to come from corporate.
See, here's the thing. So they're supposed to log in every single day and check. And many probably do. However, as you guys know, there hasn't been a message since they wished us Happy New Year on the 1st of January. It's not like they do like a weekly update or something, which might be a good idea for them to do so that people aren't just checking. But I think that they like to have people on the edge of their seat checking constantly, right?
And or make sure that you log in on a daily basis to my live and Marty and Chris's live as well. Fair chance we'll be one of the first to hear any news that is going on. And we are keen to let you guys know as soon as possible as well. As I said yesterday, we were...
All right, it's cute that you're pretending that you're still a part of the in crowd like that. But we already know, Red, so you can drop the act. If you want to call tens of billions of dollars ignoring homeless, sure, why not? Their results are about the same either way, that's for sure. I'm sure they do a lot for homeless.
I was on OP Digital Blueprint, and a great topic and subject that Jean brought to the table yesterday. And funny enough, it's along the lines and topic of what Marty and Chris were talking to today. And this is all to do with AI. We were talking about an event that was held in Dubai just before Christmas or around Christmas time, about the rise of AI and its place in society. And obviously Chris was talking and Marty were talking about it today because of the news that came out of the US today about Donald Trump, who's going to be investing heavily into that space. In fact, setting up a whole new department for AI and things around it. So as Marty and Chris were saying,
but it's for specific companies that are doing the AI. And you guys are acting like this is going to help Onpassive. Like you guys are acting like this fund is going to fund Ash giving you your O Connect. And it's like, no, that's not what this is.
Today, it is a subject that is obviously very close to Onpassive's heart. The whole point really of AI and Onpassive is to integrate it into the products and services that we produce to make people's lives a lot easier. And that's very welcoming.
I thought it was to help them run their businesses.
If you've listened to our CEO Ash Mufareh over the years, you will know that it is being done, or the use of AI is being done in a very humane, ethical way, not to be utilized in a bad way. Okay, so everything to do with the products and services is there for the good of mankind, as opposed to ulterior motives, which is obviously used a lot within the military. You hear the terms of smart bombs, etc. And all of these are using AI in a completely different manner.
Yeah, you should see what people on the internet are doing with AI, Red. It's only the army and their silly AI stuff. Nobody else on the internet is using AI unethically.
It doesn't really sit well with an awful lot of people.
Okay.
But that's not really the topic that I want to talk to you about today, because when we were...
Mark says Ash is using AI in a humane way because he's not using it at all. Yes, Red did say Onpassive.
Talking about this very openly last night, and also I will be putting last night's OP Digital Blueprint on this channel so you can listen to it. I thought it was a fantastic subject, and it was a very open discussion about AI and what our thoughts and views were all about it. But the one thing that I brought to the table was, I personally don't believe that with all of the technology that's there, with all of the machine learning that is there, the essence of humans is always about a couple of things. You can call it instinct, or you can call it gut feeling. And you will never be able to replicate that through a machine.
Well, maybe Ron can.
Before people start saying, yes.
Remember, he uses his cop gut to look into Onpassive. And he knows that it's okay because of his cop instincts and his cop gut.
You can program machines to analyze certain things, behavior, pupil dilation, and people act, resonate, look in certain directions, all these sort of things. You'll be able to plug into a machine or program it into a machine so that they can analyze it to give their best results from the things that they are saying.
Okay.
But don't you think there is a lot more to it than just that? What? People have instinct. They have that gut feeling, don't they, of certain things. And this really intrigued me. And it was something that Andy was saying. I brought this to the table and we were talking about it and discussing it, and we all agreed that
Poor Red, he's trying to make himself feel like so superior here. He keeps saying, I brought this to the table. I brought this to the table. Like as if it was some big board meeting and he really got shit done.
We'll never be able to replicate that gut feeling and instinct through a machine, because they haven't got the soul, have they? They haven't got that part about them that
they're not human.
Really analyze something to the degree of, is that person telling the truth, or is something not quite right? I don't know what it is, but it doesn't quite feel right, you know.
Is that what happened with you and Ash? You started to listen to your gut feeling, and now you're not allowed to hang out with the big boys anymore? It's no longer the three amigos.
That feeling that you do get.
It's the two amigos in red.
And Andy had brought something to the table which was very interesting.
That's surprising, is what that is. I'm surprised that Andy brought anything to the table other than lunch.
And he was saying, and I totally agree, and I wonder how many of you guys out there agree with what I'm about to say now, because it certainly resonated with me, and he really did hit the nail on the head. And that was when we all started looking at Onpassive in the very first place, no matter when it was, how far back it was, and all the rest of it.
Okay.
Did you join Onpassive because you had that gut feeling? You had that intuition that something's going on here, something is right here?
I hope not, because if you did, then your gut feeling and your instincts, your intuition, whatever you want to call it, it failed you real hard.
That what our CEO Ash Mufareh is trying to do really resonated with you, and that is why you joined. Regardless of the monetary side of things, regardless of you joined because you wanted to make some extra income and all the rest of it, I totally understand all that. But there must have been something else that was saying to you, this feels right. This feels...
says, hey, Marty could be two amigos by himself.
And resonates with me, and I've got that gut feeling that this is the right path for me to be going down.
Right, something's going on here. It's like he's so close, but still so far at the same time.
Because there's something, can't really pinpoint it. I can't really put my finger on it, but there's certainly something that is giving me that gut feeling that this is the right opportunity that I should be in. And I certainly felt it myself when I listened to those two audios. This was before we ever saw on our CEO Ash Mufareh, before we ever knew who our CEO Ash Mufareh was. There was something within his tone of voice, the way that he portrayed himself, the vision he was giving us.
You guys heard it if you watched my retro reviews. You guys saw him. Let me know. Did you think that he sounded really great in them? This is before Ash ever went on camera, remember? And it was the presentation where he was talking like right into the microphone.
And the layout of what he was trying to achieve.
This next week, we're actually going to be going through Ash Mufareh's history again. You know, all of the history of all the scams he's been in. So maybe we'll revisit that one briefly.
It resonated with me. It certainly fired something in my belly that made me think, yeah, this for me makes an awful lot of sense. I can't really put my finger on it, but I'm going to go with this. I believe this is the right thing for me to get involved with. It'd be interesting to look at your comments if you felt the same, if there was a gut feeling or an intuition.
Yes, I like that. So close and yet so Mufareh.
That you felt when you were given this opportunity, doesn't matter by who it was or whatever, but when you looked into it and you first heard our CEO or whatever webinar you were on or all the rest of it, really did you think that this was something within you that felt, yeah, this is the right one? I certainly did. That's for sure.
Lord.
And it'd be interesting to read some of your comments in the chat area for to do that. Let's have a look.
Oh my.
There you go. Let's have a look. And who have we got here? Fatima said, I felt the same from day one when I joined Onpassive through Bill Must. There you go. Fantastic. Keep those comments coming. Who else?
Wait, you watched a Bill Must video and you were like, this is the one? I stand corrected. Apparently they work.
We got them.
Like, what are you doing, Red? Put the comments up if you're going to read.
Said, absolutely, Red. I felt right and good deep in my heart and soul about Onpassive. Absolutely. So did I.
I don't have a soul.
I think most of us are saying the same thing here. Nunu Santos said
I almost want to bet that the recovering Hunbot knows the exact number. She's good about that. I do know he does have a downline, and it's nowhere near the size of like Marty's, but he did have some people that agreed to sign up under him. Was it thousands? I don't believe so. Did he get to the hundreds? No. Maybe. It's amazing, but some of them have teams of like 2,000 people.
He feels the same then and today. Good shout. No, that is. I do too. I still believe in what is trying to be done here. So this is also. Fatima said it's a no-brainer. Onpassive is the last bus stop. Absolutely, it is. It's always been the last
Getting off at the Onpassive metro station.
chance cafe for me.
Now all aboard the stupid train. Chugga chugga choo choo.
I intend to make sure it is the last chance cafe. There's no jumping ship for me as well. Unshakable faith, says Gina Lever. Angie Lynn said, yes. I had stopped online ventures 5 years prior. Hearing Ash's videos, I broke a promise to my hubby and joined with Ash and his vision. There you go. As I'd said, for me, there was something that I can't really put my finger on it.
Okay.
I can't really say what it was or all the rest of it, but there was certainly that gut feeling or intuition that made me want to join. Sean said the first webinar with Ash, yes, this is for me. Absolutely. Peter Rogers is saying, yeah, a lot of us feel exactly the same. Sherry said, yes, the feeling, the wavering power, hearing Ash's voice had me in chills. Yeah, he has certainly got.
Oh my, Ash's voice gave Sherry the chill. She saw and heard this.
My name is Ash Mufarah, and I'm your friend.
And she was like, ooh, yeah, that's the guy for me. You know? See, usually I would say Godspeed to having unshakable faith. But sometimes having shakable faith saves you. Like now. I think you have to be very, very selective on what you have blind faith in if you're going to have it. A vibe? Thanks to the darkness, I believe in a thing called love. A vibe, right? This is shakedown faith. Right? You're not wrong. The bar is so low. Yeah, I know. It's in the basement. Charles Manson put the chills on his disciples as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just like the parallels between the following that these guys have for Ash and then other cult leaders and their following gets really creepy. Gets really creepy. You guys remember we played a game to see if you guys could guess if it was Manson or Mufarah? And for a lot of them, you guys were like, I don't know. I honestly have no clue. It sounds exactly like both of them. You know? It's all the same deep devotion. We're not a cult. We're a family. Exactly. And they all use that. We're a family.
Got that way about it, hasn't he? Ash's voice was genuine and reassuring in the two videos. Fatima said these are the two audio videos. If you've never had a chance to listen to them, you should do. But
here's the thing: is listening to those two, it's and like saying, "Oh, well, I want to get in on that thing." That's one thing. Maybe your gut doesn't scream at you right away, you know. But then after like 6 years of nonstop fuck ups from Ash and this not launching and you guys not making a cent of your buy-in back or anything, like, then you kind of would think that you would wake up a little bit and be like, oh wow, I don't know what I was on when I watched those videos, but obviously I wasn't in my right mind. Because I've had to do that. I've had to do that with things before. You look back and you go, yeah, I wasn't in my right mind when that was going on. So obviously, if I was in my right mind, I wouldn't have been there. You know, I wouldn't have done that. Signing up for Onpassive because you heard Ash's first video is like one of those experiences. Like, even if you felt chills, you know, it's like, do you still feel chills? And if you do, maybe that's not your intuition telling you that it's good. Maybe it's trying to warn you. Maybe it's your fight and flight coming into effect. You know, because it's like you shouldn't just not pay attention to any of the bullshit that's gone on over the past 6 years, any of the evidence or proof that this thing's never going to be successful, you know, and then just hold on to the very first time that you heard Ash speak. That's like the honeymoon period in an abusive relationship. Like, I remember when I was in one, you know, you go, oh, but at the beginning, he was so great to me, right? It's that same sort of thing. It's like, yeah, he may have been great to you at the beginning, but that was just to manipulate you so he could hurt you later on. So it wasn't even real. You have to rethink that now. That's not who that person is. And I would argue Ash is the same way. It's like, yeah, but he only did those videos in the way that he did them to manipulate you into this, to give you that fuzzy feeling. But again, 6 years later now, nothing happening but fuck ups from him. You should kind of be like, all right, the feeling's worn off and maybe I need to rethink this.
An awful lot in there that from 6.5 years ago that still is true today. And that is also, you know,
and Jelly Snack says, memories are not facts. Exactly.
Shows his determination to make Onpassive the vision of what he was putting out there all those years ago, 6.5 years ago, to come to fruition now. And this is kind of where I like to be within Onpassive.
You think so?
And this is, for me, what holds me and
I think he smells like soot and poo.
Keeps me here. I still have that gut feeling. I still have that intuition that everything's going to be all right.
Yeah, it's like maybe you're just feeling the FOMO. You know, maybe.
I don't really waver from that. Do I have good days and do I have bad days? Absolutely.
You went on about that long,
we all do. It is unnatural and almost inhumane to expect somebody to be at the very top all the time. There, if you look into people's emotions, the wave effect has a huge influence. People do go up and down depending on outside influences, depending on finances, depending.
We understand different emotions, Red. The point is, if you're the CEO, owner, operator of a company, you're supposed to have gotten there because you learned how to deal with those emotions, how to not bring those things into work, and etc. So it shouldn't matter what kind of shitty day you're having. You still show up and do your job properly for the company. You do what needs to be done with the business. This isn't a case of, oh, Ash went live one day and had a little flip out, but it's okay. He's had a nap and taken his meds and he's back to normal now. That's not what this is. This is 6 years of this man telling all of you he was going to start this company and not doing much to actually start it. He did a lot of like renting buildings and getting employees that he wouldn't pay, but like no work really got done. And then when you did have products, they sucked. And now you have nothing. And it's because he's broken the law. He's been shysty, untrustworthy, unreliable, etc. So no, it's not just like, oh guys, he was having an off day. Like, dude had an off 6 years, right? You know, it's like, I think after this amount of time, you can say, obviously, he's not the one to run any kind of business or movement, or to be responsible for the future lives and generations of all of your families and all of your financial situation, along with saving all of humanity. You know, like that's a lot for one person anyway. And it's like, he's definitely not the one for that job, all that. And he's proven that time and time again. So come on, buddy. Come on. He smells like 6 years of hot Cheetos. If Ash keeps this up, he'll be in Congress in no time. Right?
On all sorts of things, but I've
Maybe he'll be the next president.
always had that gut feeling and intuition that this is the right call for me and for my family. I am extremely lucky, and I will put my hand on heart and say I am extremely lucky to have Jane, my wife, understanding with me on this journey. There's an awful lot of people, especially you guys out there, who really are taking this on singularly, on your own. You have, maybe you either are on your own, or you have a partner who just doesn't want to know anything about it, to the point of thinking you're absolutely crazy and what are you still doing that for? You know, it really shows your resolve. It shows your commitment.
I love it when they say things like that, right? They're like, and then when you have family members that are like, fuck you and your scam. He's like, it could get really discouraging. And like Marty and Chris do that too. They'll be like, sometimes your whole family won't join and they all tell you that you got to leave because it's a scam, but you got to just keep going. And you're like, well, no, maybe you should like listen to your family when they're like, yo, this thing's actually a scam, you know?
And dedication and belief that you are doing this for the right reasons. And I really admire, appreciate all of you for staying the course on this project. And it is a project. You know, what we are going through now with Onpassive is a project, and we are here.
It's like, I guess
digging
that's
deep.
the word. Yeah, about a project. Ash's little project. It's like, oh, look at Ash and his friends working on their little project for school. Like, Lord. Yes, Red, you're lucky to have your wife supporting you. My Ella would have castrated me gently if I joined this scam. My husband begged me not to join It Works. Begged me. And I was like, no, I really, really want to. And he wasn't going to let me. But then I hit him with the, it's my birthday. And for my birthday, I really want to start my own business. And so then he was kind of like, but it was $15 to buy it. And I did make the money back in the next month. So like it wasn't the worst thing. It was the Sensi that really took my money. But like still, I have done full-on videos discussing that whole experience and discussing how me and my husband never had any marriage issues until MLMs came into our lives. And that was probably our first ever argument. Honestly, really. So, you know, first time we really didn't agree on something like that. And how MLMs will try to tell you to leave your spouse and stay in the MLM. And I'm like, no, don't listen to the MLM. For sure, don't listen to the MLM. I woke up when they told me to sign my husband up when he was sleeping as one of my downlines by going into his wallet and getting out his bank card. And I was like, oh no, that is not something I would ever do. Like, now you're asking me to commit theft. And we just don't do that. Aha, the old birthday trick, you ladies. It's true, right? So he was like, I don't know what to do. It's $15. Like, I don't want to ruin her birthday. What if she gets mad? I'm sure he felt like he was in a very bad position. And I definitely put him in that position. And I should have gotten something else for $15 for my birthday. That lasted probably longer than that would have, because I was only in It Works for a few months, really. It didn't last long.
Staying with our CEO, staying with our business so that we can reap those rewards when we start again on the second phase of Onpassive. What those time frames are going to be, there's only one person who can tell us that. But I
we only have one person, but he will take on the whole world.
certainly still believe that it is not going to be a long way away. Could be wrong, guys. I have no idea. But something inside me is telling me I don't think we're too far away.
I love it when they're like, we don't have any idea what's going on. Ash hasn't told us anything, but you should definitely come to our live stream tomorrow for the Onpassive updates. This is what frustrates me so much sometimes, because I'm like, you guys, they only listen to Ash, but then at the same time, you want them to listen to you and come to you to find out the information. And then every day you just go, I don't know what's going on. It's like, what kind of cycle is this that we're in? The second phase is patiently waiting. I bet you that's also the third phase. It's probably the first 10 phases.
And a lot of that is to do with the time element that we've already spent in this pause period. And this is why I think we're towards the end of that time era of...
Here's the thing. You're not being paid for the last 6 years. You'll be lucky if you're able to get the amount of money that you need to continue getting OConnect. That's the reality. That's the reality. It's a multi-level marketing scheme, no matter what they want to say. Less than 1% of people are going to be successful in it. And in this one, the people that are going to be successful in it have already been chosen. And they're the ones who are positioned as the main YouTubers here. The rest of the people are not going to make anything off of this. And even some of these main YouTubers might not. Like, I don't know if Red is now. And I don't know if Comfort has that big of an actual downline under her. Like, so some of them might not either. But, you know, it's basically just going to be Marty's team, Michael Williams, Gersminders, and those are the people that are going to be making money. Everyone else is going to make jack shit, and they might even have to pay out to pay for the OConnect. Which is why it's very cruel to go into some of these vulnerable countries and be like, buy into this thing, it will save you. Because it's like, you know damn well you're not saving a single person with this. But you're acting like if you put in this work and prove your loyalty, you'll be paid for the fruits of your labor and for your blind faith in Ash. And that's not the case. So you really got to start thinking, do I want to continue to waste time on this and just sit here doing this?
Of us going into phase 2. Let's have a look what that was. Nuno Santos is actually saying my wife now understands, but at the beginning I had to show her that it was a magnificent project because at the beginning she didn't believe. Oh, that's really interesting. Good for you, my friend. It is always a lot easier if you have a partner that you can bounce off, talk to, and all the rest of it. Fatima's got a very good point there as well. Sure. We are going to be telling our stories in the future, and people would admire our courage and resolve as well, Fatima, that we have stayed the course and seen this one through. You know, there, when you're looking around at things, I'm not talking about new ventures or anything like that, just businesses. What? Okay, to be able...
What, Red? Are they not allowed to go on any new adventures? Just on passive business, right? You should tell Engineer Mike that. Red's thoughts, gut feelings, ideas, and intuitions have been so accurate the last 6 years, right? Phase 1, collect underpants. Phase 2, I don't know. Phase 3, profit. You're close, Baron. You're close. You should probably figure out something to do with the underpants to get the profit. We'll have N1 passive Red and N1 passive Marty. probably.
To be around, okay, to go again, really shows an awful lot of resolve, doesn't it? It really does. Anyway, guys, I haven't got anything else for you for today. I thought I'd bring that to the table. It's a very interesting subject, isn't it? That gut feeling, that intuition. That
6 years and not even $1 made, Jelly says. Exactly.
We all have, in my opinion, that we joined Onpassive because there was something there. Can't really put your finger on it, can you? But when you have that feeling, then you know that you are making the right decision. And this is nothing to do with the monetary side of things. That's not actually.
Not necessarily, because your gut feelings are based on your knowledge of something. So you can like fake a gut feeling. Gut feelings are an alleged intuition. You should go on more than just that always. Always. Don't only listen to that. Because you can fake yours in a way. It's maybe we'll get into that in future.
Really the reason why we said yes. Obviously,
I realize there's no like simple way of me really explaining that, but it's like your intuition is heavily based on your preconceived notions, ideas, thoughts, education, your life experience, all of these things that kind of make up who you are as a person, okay? So it's not the most reliable thing to go by. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's a good thing. Is it a good start to be like, hey, yeah, no, this is making me feel good. Maybe I should look up more info? For sure. Yeah. If you meet someone and then they give you bad vibes, should you maybe just, hang back until you really get to know them and who they are? Maybe, yeah, that would be smart. That's why we have feelings like this. Human beings are made in a miraculous way, and our body tries to warn us when we're in danger. It goes all the way back to cave days for all of those alt-right people out there watching me that like to hear about that kind of explanation. If you want to know, it goes all the way back. But it's like not a for sure sign that this is for you or that this is a good thing. Because if all you have in your head is positive experiences with MLMs, which I don't know how you managed to do that, because most people say they failed them, but then still somehow want to keep doing them. But anyway, and you maybe the way Ash talks, like something about the tone of his voice could remind you about someone in your life that you find comforting, for example. So you're doing like projection in a way, right? That could be going on, and there could be a bunch of other factors happening. So it's not really like your intuition and gut feeling isn't like something that reads the room and then reports back to you, It can be like not really correct. It's based more on you and your projection of the world and your views on the world than it is like a fucking alarm bell hired to keep you safe, if that makes sense. That's the best I can do at the time I'm given.
That has a huge effect on ourselves and our futures and time freedom and all the rest of it, doesn't it? But that's not actually the reason that you joined Onpassive. That's it from me for today, guys. I will get last night's video from OP Digital Blue.
Are the colors still the same? Yeah? All right.
Blueprint rendered and get it on this channel as quickly as possible. That's it from me for today. I'll see you all tomorrow, same time, same place. Hope you can join me. Bye.
What was that? Same time, same place? Made a weird thing.
No.
I'll be watching you, Red. I'll be watching you, as always. As always, Red. I'll be watching you. Every step you take. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm just joking. All right, so we're going to have our commercial break because the one time that I didn't put a commercial break on FriYAY, people got mad at me. They were like, where's your commercial break? So we're going to have a quick commercial break. And when I return, we're going to be hearing from Sherry, because I need some Sherry happiness and light in my life right now. We're going to be hearing an amazing Onpassive poem. We'll probably do that before Sherry, actually. And then we are also going to be doing an Onpassive story time, which you don't want to miss because it will help put you to sleep, you know, because I'm sure everyone wants to go to bed at the end of this. I decided. But we'll be right back. Today's video is brought to you by...
Do you have a berserker demon? You may think that's a strange question, but I've dealt with berserker demons. What's a berserker? The word describes ancient Nordic warriors who fought with uncontrollable rage. This is where we get the expression, he was so angry, he went berserk. In the days of Vikings, berserkers would enter a trance before battle to get supernatural strength. They fought with a frenzy. Sound like someone you know? As we say, they lose it. Explosive anger can come from frustration, feeling disrespected, trauma, mental and hormonal issues, and drugs, but uncontrollable rage can be demonic. As an exorcist, I've dealt with berserker demons. If you've got one, you'll need more than anger management therapy. You may need an exorcism of a berserker demon of anger. That's inhuman. I'm here to help at boblarson.org.
Whoa, looks like you got a bit of a tangle in your dangle. Did you know that more than 8 out of 10 hose owners die each year? Not anymore. Hey, turn me on and watch my hose get huge. My mom always told me I was a grower, not a shower, and boy was she right. And if you squeeze me in the right spot, all my raging fluids will come flying out of me, and instantly I'll retract to my small, natural, convenient size. Amazing! Oh, yep. Shout outs to all my flowers and growers out there. And just like a real snake, it can contract and expand like an accordion. You know, we really wanted to name it the Snake Hose, but that's the title of a gay porno. I mean, I've never seen it, but lizard's close enough. This is my next door neighbor, Sharon. She didn't know I was filming her. She also didn't know I had my hose in my hand, too. If your hose weighs more than 15 pounds, I feel sorry for you. You see, women prefer light, dainty, petite hoses. You don't want to be walking around with a big honking nanner. Oh, Sharon. Whoa, watch the whoa, don't get it caught on the thing. Whoa. Hey, buddy, watch where you're going. You don't want to end up like that guy, still using a standard hose, not going anywhere, and he's fucking bald. Fuck! Look at my hose, people. Oh, yeah, it's growing fast, and it's not kinking up anytime soon. Now, I don't know who lives here, but it's time to wake up. Behold, the full length and girth of my hose and its full potential. Hey, can't you see I'm filming a commercial here, you fucking asshole? Wah! Take that, fuckboy. No one fucks with my hose. The lizard hose is about $30. You get 25 feet. That's like, just a little bit more than $1 per foot. Now, fuck it, we'll give you 2. That's 50 feet. Get fucked. Come on, touch it.
Wait, do you have a condom? You don't have one somewhere? Yes. Oi, excuse me there, sir. Do you have these directions? Sure, you just go down that way and make a turn. Don't let her know that your dinger is almost a no-go. Get Tiny Dinger condoms to you discreetly. It's very important to choose the right size, so make sure that you get your tiny size. Don't be caught without a condom. No. Get Tiny Dinger condoms, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand. Located at your local CVS, pharmacy, Rexall, Shopper, Drug Smart, Walmart, and in your favorite streamer's nightstand.
We get it. You're into feet, and not many girls are also into feet, but you finally found your dream woman. We got your souls covered now. Brought to you by the same people who brought to you Tiny Digger Condoms, trademarked, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand, and the same people who brought to you Sexual Endorphin Spray, trademarked. We have now created the Foot Fetish Fantasia Spray. When you're rubbing on her toes, take a deep breath in and smell the sweet aromas of the toilet bowl, the tire shop, dead flowers, and your nana's perfume. After all, it will turn you on more than just her pinky toe will. This little piggy has been to the market and grabbed themselves a bottle of the Foot Fetish Fantasia Spray, trademarked. It made it so much easier to wake to my ex-girlfriend's feet after she posted up her beach trip vacay photos. Grab your bottle now and make that nasty foot fragrance vanish just like a ghost. Located at CVS Pharmacy, Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, Walmart, Kmart, Chaz R Us, and in your favorite foot fetishist nightstand. Are you getting upset with people's freedom of speech and consumer protection laws that allow the public to speak out about your scam? Are you giving YouTube creators false strikes in order to continue preying on vulnerable people? Is it getting hard to hold it in? Hold in all the bullshit? Well, introducing Tiny Digger Diapers, the adult diaper designed for the man baby deep down inside who's always on the way to the top where his ears will pop. With our FlexiFit technology, Tiny Digger Diapers moves with you whenever you sit on your chair, sit in your RV, sit on a boat, or sit in your home office paid for by the people you scam. The Secure Lock Core offers unmatched absorption for when you're full of shit, which is most likely all the time. These diapers keep you dry and comfortable so you can attend all 500 hours of webinars this week and not miss your chance to sign up a homeless man to your scam. Maybe he also needs the diapers, huh? Brought to you by the same people who brought to you Tiny Digger Condoms and Fantasia Foot Spray. Buy Tiny Digger Diapers today. Located at Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, Walmart, Target, your local CVS pharmacy, and in your favorite con artist nightstand. No matter where your day takes you from webinar to webinar, you will always be dry and you won't have to cry. Thank you for listening to a message from today's sponsor.
Yes, thank you. Now, before we continue on with this show, we need to do a little short.
An unpassive poem.
An unpassive haiku by Thomas. I'm Ash Mufara. I want to be your friend, but I want all your cash. And that is it for
an unpassive poem.
And that was the poem. No, I'm just joking. It wasn't the poem. This poem was made by an OFounder, and it was made a little while ago. I'm kind of upset that I didn't find it until now. I was originally just going to play it for you guys, but it's way too good for me to just play because I said so. So we're going to kind of play it and react to it at the same time, which we don't usually do with our poems, but today's is a bit different.
An unpassive poem.
This is not a dream. What's happening to this place?
Onpassive is right here. Onpassive is right there. Onpassive is everywhere. Onpassive in England. Onpassive in Holland. Down in Jamaica.
Jail.
Down in Australia.
Woo.
In Trinidad and Tobago. Onpassive in Mexico. Onpassive in Grenada. Down in Dominica. The workers in India.
Woo.
These people are spectacular. The workers in India. The spectacular Mr. Ashmufari.
Yeah, it would have been better if he said, Mr. Ashmufara, it's spectacular. Mr. Ashmufara. You know, it's supposed to be a poem. So get it to rhyme a bit better, but you know, it works.
Hear what I say. Head office in Florida. He is the leader. Such a marvelous fella.
This is not a dream.
Take it
What's
easy,
happening
boy,
to this
yourself.
place?
I don't believe that.
I don't know why, but I love it. It's like, this is not a dream. What is happening to this place? I don't believe that.
You're still coming back with that question again. Aye boy, aye boy, aye boy, aye boy. We have the products. We will change the world. Don't get left behind. Don't be in the cold. Don't be so blind. Fella, make up your mind. Don't be so blind. Don't be left behind. We have old chat. We have old mail. What you laughing at? I find your joke still. Fella, come.
Dude, what do you mean? What am I laughing at? You're the one that put the laugh track in there. He goes, stop laughing. Don't laugh. Oh, kills me.
Come on, get serious. Cut off this stupid laugh. We have own net. We have old stuff.
Dude, you just told me to cut off the stupid laugh, but like you're the one that put it in there. It's not my fault I'm laughing at you so hard.
For the big business. For the small business. For the big man. For the small man. Come on and join we. 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 Lightning and thunder. The world will wonder. Onpassive shock them. Onpassive rock them. We have bless. No more stress. When they get less and you restless, you pay more. Peter.
Yeah, you'll pay more. I mean, you're right about that.
I get less. This is for sure. Now you breathless.
What?
Send money to Paul. He will get all. Send to Millicent. She'll get every cent. I tell you, this is not a dream. This happening truth. The whole internet change and you think it's strange?
Huh?
This hour with you, boy. We have O Connect.
Wait, is this the slam poem? Is that what this is?
You will not regret. Come and take a look. Come and take a look. We have O Wallet. I know everybody go shout for that one day.
So on the screen right now, it says, the words to this poem was written and performed by Pastor Arnold Campbell for Voice of Africa Studio, a Trinidad and Tobago production. And it was in November 2022. And I was like, how did I not find this before then? Now he's laughing. Hey, you, stop laughing at me.
Lightning and thunder. The world will wonder. Onpassive will shock them. Onpassive will rock them. Lightning and thunder. The world will wonder. Onpassive will shock them. Onpassive will rock them. Lightning and thunder. The world will wonder. Onpassive will shock them. Onpassive will rock them. Lightning and thunder.
So then it says on the screen, India, 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 oh India. You have made us mighty proud. Helped Onpassive raise its voice. It is now so clear and loud. Such sacrificial dedication, you are outstanding. Thanks a lot. Let me thank you now, India, for the good people that you got. So now we have a poem within a poem. And he apparently wrote this poem on the 4th of January, 2022. So a lot of poetry going on here, guys. All right.
The world will wonder. Onpassive will shock them. Onpassive will rock them. Rock them. Rock them. Rock them left, right, left. Rock them. Rock them left. Rock them left, right, left. Rock them. Rock them. Rock them left, right, left. Rock them. Rock them. Rock them left, right, left. Rock them. Rock them. Rock them left, right, left, right, left.
Woo! This is not a dream. What you're watching is very real indeed. So, and that is the end of our segment, An Onpassive Poem. That was our poem. Wasn't it wonderful? Lightning and thunder. Time to rock them. Time to rock them, you know? Mr. Level loves it. It might be my new favorite song, too. It's supposed to be a poem. Like I said, I think maybe a slam poem. But, yeah, no, I'm all for it. I like that. It's a nice little jam, you know? It was delightful, wasn't it? You think I can do a remix? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We have time to play along with the song. See what we can do with it. We'll see what we can do. I'll see what I can do. So next on our agenda, we have Mrs. Sherry Dershowitz. The help you've been needing for total freedom. It's her latest video. So let's get right into it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. How are you doing today? Let me just share this out real quick. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. How are you all doing today, this morning, tonight, whatever it is in your neck of the woods? I don't know.
Whoop, whoop, doop, boo. I love Sherry. I used to have a big crush on her. What happened? What's wrong with Sherry now? Look at her. She's gorgeous. How dare you? How dare you say you used to? Oh, she was a little too young. Okay. I understand, you know. If you had Mike Ellis, by the way, it could definitely be a hit. Yeah, you think it could be like lightning and thunder, time to rock.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Lightning and thunder, you know, like that. Maybe we could do something with that. We'll see. We'll see. But Sherry always comes on here and then she always sings a different song every time too. It's great. Maybe she should help me with my remixes. Maybe we need Mike Ellis saying, I'm Mike Ellis, by the way. And then we also need Sherry going during it. Because that's something I don't have in any of the remixes. And I feel like we might be missing some Sherry. And if I'm going to use Sherry, I'm going to use Happy Sherry going at the beginning of a stream. Because I have no ill will towards Sherry. Sherry is a decent example of the type of victim in this scam. And I protect her. We do not harm Sherry. All right. She is an American treasure. You know? But I don't want to like make fun of her.
Okay, this is your show. I see my volumes working and my pictures working. Yay!
Her picture's working.
Anyway, welcome to the Share Show. Today's date is...
Sherry always looks super duper surprised. I love it. She might be, though. She just might be in a constant state of surprise. She seems like the type of person where the little things are like spectacular. It must be wonderful in her mind.
1/22/2025. It is Wednesday here, hump day out here in the USA. I'm out here in sunny California. Welcome to my show. If you have not yet subscribed and ring that bell down below there, it's free. I say it's free.
First station.
It is for me. So welcome to my show. I usually share 3 things, but today I'm only got 2 things to share with you.
Why? What do you mean you only have 2 things? What happened to the third thing? Sherry.
Today. So hopefully I can double up the next time I catch you. Okay. So here we go. In the description, I put the help you've been needing for total freedom. The help you've been needing for total freedom. Yes, I'm talking about a company that's never done before, and never again in your lifetime are you going to see a company like this. It's going to give you total freedom, finances, and time by letting AI do part of the work for you. So you do a little bit of work and it does the rest for you. And it brings you direct targeted traffic to what you're doing. You're doing this, it will send you direct targeted traffic to what you're doing. It's a game changer in marketing. Our CEO of the company, my brother, Mr. Ash Bafar, wants to change your life. He wants to change the world, and he knew he couldn't do it by himself. So he said, created this company to help do that. He's a guru in entrepreneur. He's a guru in technology and in marketing. So he put those together, and voila, we have what you call the new way to use the internet, folks. And that's just one of our things. We're going to have several things, not only digital products, but other products too as well. They're going to shake up and and by the way, which we're not going to charge an arm and a leg for, because our CEO of the company doesn't charge an arm and a leg for. Plus,
not going to charge an arm and a leg for. We're not going to charge an arm and a leg. We're just going to charge people love. We're going to charge everybody love to join our company. It will be amazing. Love, love, love.
He makes the new way to use the internet using AI. He took everything that you already use, invented AI into them, and he took out a lot of stuff that were like nonsense.
You hear the way that Sherry explains what this is? He took all the stuff that you usually use, and then he added AI to it. And then he gave it to us. It's great. And then you get paid to use the product, apparently.
And he created his own things into them. Plus, it's unlimited. Plus, you can make money.
Unlimited internet.
Money here by using our digital paid products, which we don't charge an arm and a leg for.
Oh, again, with the arm and a leg. Remember, you do not charge an arm and a leg for the products, especially those digital ones, you know? Are we charging by... Oh, are we charging for love by the hour? I guess so. Ash invented AI. According to Sherry, yes. According to Sherry, Ash just took it all, put AI into it. Now, that might mean he invented it, or it might be he stole everyone's products, also stole the AI, and then put the AI into the products. I guess it depends how you want to comprehend that. He invented AI with hearts. That is what they would say, right? That's what they say.
And here's a big one. One single login gets you to it all.
One single login gets you to it all. Just opens 500 tabs on your computer, though.
That's what I'm talking about. So no more having to remember a password and all that's all right there. Plus, because of the security of it, we're going to be using face recognition in here and a couple other ways to verify yourself. So therefore, a new, most secure way to use the internet. No more scammers and spammers on the internet. To me, that's incredible.
Mr. Level says, the funny part about what Ash is trying to do, OpenAI released their first version of an AI agent that does some of the things Ash has been saying for years, but not his creation. That's right. That's right. He made Al my friend. He invented single login. Yeah. He's the inventor of single sign-in. Go Ash. Go Ash. Oh, Sherry, bless her heart. Has Sherry come directly from her pantomime? Maybe. That would explain the makeup. So everything Sherry says is not true. before, but it's now official. Well, it's like, that's kind of how they all work, right?
So all those put together is going to be the help you've been needing to have more time on your hands to be with your
all those put together. Hello there. Pig hand waving to you.
Loved ones and to have more finances. CEO of the company, my brother.
My brother, Mr. Ashton Mufar, sir. Lord of the internet.
Ash Mufar knew when you have more time.
You ever notice she does that though? She gets like an accent. When she says that, it seems so unnatural for Sherry. She's like this sweet, like older woman, you know, sweet as anything. And she's just like, oh guys, I have this like exciting new business opportunity for you. It's really great. This guy, he made AI, put it in all the products he used. My brother, Mr. Ashman Fire, sir. It's like, what the fuck? What are you doing? What just happened, Sherry? Where did that come from? What the heck? Ash, along with AI, Gore invented the internet. Breaks my heart to see victims like Sherry. Nancy Johnson says Ash is a wrong person to do this to these honest people. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He doesn't care as long as they keep singing his praises. But it's like, you know, you see something like someone like Sherry and you're like, can you not just like give this up now? like how much more do you really want to take from these people? Do they have much to give left? Like you know, like just like the gig's up. The gig's up. Let's just call it a day. Let's throw in the towel. It didn't work out. You're an awful con man. You don't know how to run anything, Ash. You know, pay these people back and just try to move on with life. But no, not unless the SEC makes them. Even with all that said, the agent can't do the AI traffic and all that stuff, but that shit can control your computer and do certain tasks, and you can teach it many things. Still takes a long time to perfect it. That's right. And the thing is that Ash doesn't have the ability to get teams together to do all of this. And that's why I was always like, this man is not making his own AI. Like, there's no way that this man is making his own AI. Albs and I were actually talking about that earlier, how there's no way in hell that Ash would know how to do any of the tech stuff himself. And now they don't have a tech team, right? So it's like nothing's getting done over here. Nothing. It took me 10 years to learn how to market and 3 hours to learn how to scream at my newest grandchild. Yep, that sums up Murdy. He has no team. Fiverr guys can't make their own AI. I mean, even if they could, they're not going to do it for nothing. And that's the thing. Ash doesn't even have the ability to hire people to do this for him. That's kind of the thing. It's like nothing's getting done here. And I don't think he has the knowledge to run a team to build technology like that. You have to have some knowledge in technology. And we'll go over his education again next week. Don't worry. As he sits and spends his $108 million, take a good look at all her worldly possessions. Sickening. Exactly.
And you have more finances, you're apt to give more, right? I say 97% of the people out there always wanted to give. Maybe they don't have time because they're working so many jobs.
Do you know why I like Sherry? Because when I'm watching all these other OFounders, they have such a like negative warped view on the world. Like they'll be like, everyone in the world is out to get you. Everyone's trying to bring Ash down. They keep beating him up. And, you know, like all this kind of stuff like that, right? They're just all so negative. Sorry. And the way that they see, like, the other people in the world is, like, no one wants to ever help. Like no one else is doing anything for anyone ever. Everyone's just selfish and corrupt and doing things for money. But then you come and you listen to Sherry, and she'll be like, 95% of the world is good people that just want to help and give. And you're like, well, that number's really high, Sherry. But I love your view on the world. You know, in comparison to the rest of them, Sherry sees good in people. Okay, she sees the good in everything and everyone. And that's why, unfortunately, she was vulnerable to this. Because Sherry really does, all the way deep into her core, want what is best for everybody in this world. And when she says, every single one of you out there, I care about you, I love you, you're important, she means that shit. And she actually does love every single person in the world in some capacity. Even if she doesn't like them, she still loves them, you know? She's just like an all-around decent person. And do you know what? Violet just said, and she's had a tough life. And it's funny because it tends to be the people that have been through a lot in life and that have had tough lives that want the best for others and that help other people more than the people who haven't. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It might play a thing here, you know? It's like you give if you know what it's like to not have. Right? And I'm telling you, some of the worst people I have ever met in my life have been like one step away from being a millionaire. Some of the very best human beings that I've ever met in my life have been homeless drug addicts. I'm not joking. It's just kind of the way of the world, you know? So I feel like people that have been through it, they do. They want to give back. They want to help. And Sherry is really that type of person where she just really wants to help the world in any way that she can. Sherry is an evil genius. You know, like she's not malicious. She's not manipulative. She's been manipulated. And they use her. And they really do use her too. Like they don't pump her up enough, like I said. They hardly watch her. So they just like use her. If they want her to do a voiceover, I think they know she's a really good person. And they think that if they sit next to her, then it will make them look good. You know? And that's what Sherry's kind of used for. And then they kind of pat her on the head and go, there, Sherry, now go back to your channel, you know? Like if she goes to the webinars and stuff, they'll talk all nice to her and everything to her face, but I only saw Chris Johnson in her chat one time, and he was just there to yell at me for being there. I haven't seen him in her chat since. But I believe Jelly Snack even brought that up recently, where she was like, he hasn't been back since. And I was like, no, when we were talking about this. And he still hasn't. They don't go watch her and support her at all. I don't even know if they check in with her to see how she's doing or anything like that. But she's just an example of a really good person. She wants to help. She's been through it, but here she is, you know? Here she is. But she is like our palate cleanse, if you will. Mistake number 1, children. Hey, I have a kid. That's not a mistake. I've known a lot of millionaires. They love to steal any way they can. Yeah, no, exactly. Do you know what? There's more millionaires that probably steal than people that don't have money that steal. We really like break it down and look into it and look at all of the fraud and tax evasion. Like I you know, it might be pretty fucking close.
Maybe they didn't have the funds because they don't have a job, or the jobs they have ends up eating up their money to pay for their cost of living.
Mm-hmm.
So no more of that. You get it all right here. We have what you've been looking for. We made it.
Felix, she has so much hope for this thing. Like, Ash is even going to fix the cost of living. Like, he has that power. And this is why you need to have some awareness about what's going on in the world and how things work. Because, like, you should know, being in the USA, that Ash Mufara does not have that power. And that he's not at all connected to be able to make these changes that he claims he's going to make. It's like, how would he go about doing that?
More simpler, unlimited, and you can make money at the same time. So if you're a business owner, you definitely going to want to check us out, because you know all the tools that you already use, the things that you do to promote your business. We have right here single sign-on, and we made them easier, and we don't charge an arm and a leg for them.
An arm and a leg.
So a new way.
I'm really glad that Cherry's letting us all keep our limbs. That's good.
Of doing things is the better way, I say. So that's all I have on that. I will put my phone number and also
Sherry,
my
you just did a scammer's throat clear. Don't turn on us, Sherry.
Email in here, and when it is go time, I will send you out. Send me your email, and I'll send you out an email when it is go time. Very, very.
You send me your email so that I can send you an email when Ash sends the rest of us an email saying that it's time to send out the emails because it's go time. Woo! Yeah, let's go.
Soon. So on that, I have one last thing to share with you. I'm not going to keep you long today.
Just a stupid train. All these products down the drain. It's just a single sign on to nowhere.
Since I only have the two things to share with you today, and that is you out there are so important. And you matter here on Earth. So
really?
Those people.
Me? I matter. You matter. You matter. You guys in my chat matter. My mods definitely matter. Everyone watching, you matter. Seen Sherry in a smoking room. Will that be an O-mail, Sherry? Maybe. Doubt it. I doubt it. Because, again, technically right now, like, the products are just supposed to show up and be done. That's what we're waiting for now. That's what we're told would happen next. It was, you're going to be able to log into the OES. You're going to be able to edit your profile. Make sure that you stop and say thank you to Ash after you log in. I forgot that step. Sorry. And then it was like, and then the products will just be there. They're coming any week now. Yeah, it's officially been a month. Today is exactly 1 month since Ash Mufara came to speak to us. Last time we saw him was Christmas Eve. I don't know if he writes the back office messages, so I can't say that that's contact from Ash. They all claim it is. But, you know, I like, to me, like, the last time we heard from him was Christmas Eve because he showed up and spoke with us, you know? Spoke with the people. So it's been a month. Been a whole fucking month, okay? A whole damn month. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what's going on. And if these products are going to all of a sudden show up. Should be here by now. But that's just how it goes over here in Onpassive, isn't it? Isn't it?
People, you know me. I call them those people who put you down, told you never be successful. Your idea stinks. You didn't go to high school.
Stinks.
You didn't finish college. All that. The people who told you all that stuff.
Well, I did finish college, though, so I haven't gotten that one for a while. But people definitely tell me I suck every day. That's always fun.
The junk, you know, the junk that hurts your heart.
Welcome to the internet.
That stuff brings more negative into your brain, which also in turn brings more and more stuff negative into your brain.
We
and
don't
then
want
you start
that.
believing what they're saying, that you can't do this and you can't do that. Hey,
Sherry, I love how you explain this type of manipulation to us every single day in your videos without realizing that you've let Onpassive and Ash Mufara into your brain and change who you are. I really wish that you would make that connection. You do this every day, and every day I'm like, oh, she's so close once again. But then so Mufara, as Thomas would say, you know?
Rajav, good to have you here. So you wouldn't be able to do this stuff, but you gotta let it go. And one ear and out the other. That's how I.
Yeah, in this stream, she did have one person or two people, I think, commented during the stream. Seemed to be Indian OFounders. So she was just saying hello to one there, but like Chris never shows up. Marty never shows up. You don't see Red in there. It's not like with Minu and Gina Leva. Like, you know how they do for like everyone else. Like they'll announce a webinar and then it will be like 1,000 people in the chat with pink hand emojis. And your usual suspects like John Barilla doesn't even go to these, you know? So that's what I don't like. It's like, I don't like it. I don't like how they treat her. Sherry, don't stop believing. Paying everything to throw the dice just one more time, exactly. Would love to show founders his day-to-day actions. They would change their view of him. I'm sure of it. I would too. I would too. You know, if anyone out there has them and they sent them to me, I would be happy to share it with the world. I'm feeling to chip into a voucher to send anonymously to Sherry for a makeover. Anyone game? Could be something we do. I don't want to insult her. You know, I'm that kind of thing I'm always iffy about. Because, like, you know, a makeover can be a nice gift as long as it's not from Punique. But it can also be an insult. And I'm also autistic, so I never know how people are going to take these things. It seems like they always take it the opposite way, how I think they're going to. So I'll be like, this is a nice gesture. It'll be fun for you to do. And they'll be like, what, is my makeup ugly? And you're like, I don't know. This is not what I was saying. You know? Like, you think I need a makeover? I don't know. Sherry, it's going to take a lot to get away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or men can ever do. I know. Gotta be careful. I would love to send her something like a fruit basket or something. Just a little, Sherry, I just wanted to let you know that you're important and you are loved in this world. Love the naysayers. You know, just something short, sweet, to the point. Just to be like, we're not here to get you, Sherry. We're not out here to get you. But I don't like to go in real life. And if I was to do that, I would have to then go and somehow find Sherry's address, which is something I don't look into. And then, you know, do a bunch of stuff on here that I don't really agree with. This is why we cannot send things.
I'm not a doctor.
And then I also have like 30 videos made going, Queen went in real life and sent this woman flowers. There must have been anthrax in them. Evil Queen, you know, and we just can't have that.
I'm not a psychologist. I just know that works for me, and I'm sure it'll work for you, because when those things happen, they tell you all the negative stuff.
I'm not a psychologist, she said. We know, Sherry.
Like I said, get more negative in here and it hurts your heart, which then in turn hurts your health. Wait until you hear you're a very important piece of this puzzle here on Earth. So,
and like she gets passionate with it. That's what I mean. Like she actually believes this, and it's kind of funny because you can tell that Onpassive is not who Sherry is. This is who Sherry is. Because when she's talking about Onpassive, like you just saw, she doesn't really know what she's saying. She kind of bumbles over her words. You can almost see that it's uncomfortable for her. She's extremely fidgety usually during it. And you know, she seems to not really know what to do with herself when she's talking about the business and Ash and everything. But then as soon as she starts doing the speeches about how much she like loves everyone and how everyone's important and shit, it's almost like she clicks into gear all of a sudden. And then she becomes Sherry, and she's passionate, and she's speaking from the heart. And it's like, that's who Sherry is, you know? And you can just tell here how much more confident she is in this part of the stream, I think, or video. No, it was a stream, this one, of the stream that she did here versus earlier on when she's like trying to talk about what the company is. And she doesn't really know how to say things, you know? And it's like, I wish that she would leave this thing, maybe go volunteer in her community. Maybe she could go talk with the elderly people. She would probably fucking love that because she may be older, but she's still kicking like a spring chicken. Okay, she's good. She's good. Like she can take care of herself and everything. It's not that old, but she could do some like volunteering where her heart and her caring about people and this Sherry here could actually be making a real change in our world, in her community. And if she would just drop this on passive and go concentrate on that, I think she would be so much more happier. She'd be in her element. She'd be able to do these kind of speeches anytime and actually to people in the community and stuff, you know? Like, she should get set up with something like that. I just wish that she would do that. It's like wasted care and heart and wasted energy on passive that could be going towards her actually making a difference. Because I know she wants to. I don't feel that way about everyone in this thing. There's some people where I'm like, yeah, no, maybe this is for you, and you should just stick to running around on your hamster wheel. We don't want you out in public. I'll be honest. But when I watch Sherry, I'm like, man, she would actually be good. And I say that as a social service worker. I see her and I'm like, she has empathy and care for people. She would be able to connect and actually make people feel like they're being listened to, they're cared about. And like, obviously, she's not going to go back to school or anything like that, but I would hook her up. Like, if I was in her area and I was like her worker or something, or a family member, I would hook her up to like going and visiting like the elderly people in a nursing home for a couple hours every day. And just let her go and do that. Make their days, make her day. It would be like a match made in heaven. She would have that whole nursing home, would be fucking happy every day of the week. You couldn't be upset with Sherry there, telling everyone how important they are and stuff, you know? And the old people, they need that. We need more volunteers, even here, where I am, for things like that. It's like, man, Sherry, you actually could be doing stuff. And I think you'd be really great at it. I wish you would walk away from this thing. She deserves to be treated like a queen. She really does. Sam says, I want to hug her. Me too, Sam. Me too. Oh, I know it, Violet. I know. Don't worry. Sherry, good to see you. I'm glad you could be here. I would give her a gift card to Golden Corral, but it wouldn't go out with her. You've dealt with enough crazy in your life, Mr. Level.
That's all I have for you folks. If you wanted more and want to contact me, I put my phone number and my email as well. So that's all I have for you folks. If you're a global proud brand.
Okay, but Sherry, stop putting your fucking phone number on the internet. Please, Sherry, for the love of God, if you never listen to anything I say, listen to this. Don't put your phone number on the internet. You don't have to worry about anyone here. Did you just hear our conversation? We were like, yeah, wish we could send her a fruit basket, but we can't do that because blah, blah, blah. You don't have to worry about that. It's the other people on the internet that I worry about getting your number. Like, there's some bad people on the internet that if they got that, they would use that. And we don't want that, Sherry. We don't want anything happening to you. We don't want you to get harassed, start getting phone calls. This happens to people when they put their number on the internet. Like, I hope that nobody's near you that would ever do something like that, because I don't think like anyone in Onpassive would ever do that to her. Or, like I said, nobody here in Hunbot's community would ever do anything like that to her. Otherwise, you'd get booted out. I'll tell you right now. That's what I would yell at you, and then you would be banned. Like, that's what would happen. But like, it's just, oh, Sherry, you need to protect yourself. It's not even about that. It's also about like identity theft. You know, like you're on here in your full name, then you're putting your phone number and your email out. It's easy to find your birthday. You got to think of these things when you're on here, especially if you are attached to something like Onpassive. Because there are crazy people out here that don't like scammers. And they might not see you as the person we see you as, Sherry. So you do really have to be careful. Please, please, please stop putting your number on the internet. Email, yeah, do that. But not your phone number. Not your phone number. If you want to give people in Onpassive your phone number, do it privately. Okay? Do it privately. Say, this is my phone number to them in like a private message. But don't ever post that public.
So you be sure and look at your back office. That's what I'm talking about, folks. Keep an eye out on that. And then also, if you're global problem ambassador, I'm going to see you at the next level of top, where your ears will pop, our brains will pop, and hearts will pop. That's how my brother.
And then we will die. Rip to us all. Because, like, I don't know what that means. Our ears will pop. I'll be deaf. That's not good. I'm already going deaf, Sherry. I'm already hard of hearing. What do you mean? I can't afford for my ears to pop, okay? All right. I can barely even go on an airplane anymore because of that. So don't do that. And then there's our brain pops. That doesn't sound good or healthy. And then our heart pops. And I definitely know that if you don't have a heart, you're fucked. So if you don't have a brain, you're in a coma. But if you don't have a heart, you're kind of done. So let's not do that. It's only do or die for Ash Bufara. I would very much like the rest of you to stay alive.
Mr. Ash Bufara's lovely wife and family. Give it to us and all the amazing dream teams from around the world. Places I don't even know. People I have never even met, which I'm excited to meet and do and see. Because they're working tirelessly out.
So sad. It's like a lot of these people, right? They just want some community. Maybe a couple friends, right? You know?
Ours. Not just on my behalf, not just your behalf, but the world's behalf. This is something that's going to shake the world up into a more loving, more peaceful, and more equal place. It's going to help correct the corruption and help humanity, not just in my backyard, not just in your backyard, worldwide, folks. That's what this world needs now more than anything. That's all.
Worldwide, folks.
I have you, folks. I love you guys, all the pieces.
Mwah! We love you too, Sherry.
I should be here tomorrow. I should be back on time for tomorrow to be here tomorrow.
This is so cute.
So I will see you then. Take care. Take charge. God bless. I love you guys, all the pieces. Don't forget to what? Ring that bell and subscribe to my station, because I not only do my lives here, I do other short videos, other videos here as well. And I won't want you to miss out, especially if it's something important that you're going to want to listen to, because I like to bring value to you.
Bring value to you.
Bye-bye for now. Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Oh, Sherry, we love you. We really, really do. We really do. We want the best for you going forward. And I really hope that if this thing does go under, that you are not harmed in any way by it. Although it will be a shell shock when you lose your community, I hope that it doesn't harm you in any way. That's always in the back of my mind. So that was Sherry. It's been a little while since we've really heard from her. So I thought we would just kind of check in and, you know, see what's going on with Sherry, because it had been a while. So I just thought it would be fun, before we end this with our story time, there's something that I haven't talked about for a little while that kind of makes me giggle often. So I just wanted to bring it up again. Onpassive has a Wikipedia page, which I don't need to use because I've been blessed with the ability to keep all of the knowledge about this scam in my brain, which is sometimes great, and then other times it's a curse. But it always makes me laugh at what the top of this says. I like when she says, I love you all to pieces. Me too. I'm like, I love you too, Sherry. You know? So this is the Wikipedia. And for those that don't know, the way that Wikipedia works is someone basically does a Wikipedia write-up. Okay? Anyone can. Anyone on the internet can go to Wikipedia and they can make a page like this and they can add it to Wikipedia. After you send it in, if you will, they'll kind of like do a little review on it. And then over time, they kind of like fact check it, check all the sources, because you do have to leave sources. Like there is certain rules to making one. You can't just go type whatever you want and then it goes up, you know? Obviously. But then after it's kind of up, edited, it's up there, other people can come along and they can edit things. They can add things in, they can take it away. And usually you can see all of the history of all of the editing, which we don't have time to get into all of that today. I got to wrap this up soon. But if you have the time, I highly recommend checking it out. It's kind of funny. If they would just listen and take advice from successful business people, they would leave the fake business nonsense that Ash feeds them. It's true. It's true. So they've been doing like a back and forth though on this Wikipedia page, and I think they finally have like got it. I think they've finally figured out what they wanted to say for now, and they have all the information up there. Because what was happening is someone had made the page and they had written it up all like Onpassive was wonderful. Ash was amazing, and it was going to be the best company ever. I personally think it was Ash Mufareh himself, because we know that they were opening up behind MLM fake sites and you know, they were doing fake articles and reviews about themselves. And it was about right around that time, you know, like not far after that this all started happening, where this kind of popped up, but it was perfect. It was all like, Onpassive is an amazing AI tech company, and Ash Mufareh is going to be some big internet lord, and blah, 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 right? Well, then, of course, they go to fact check everything, and they're finding, you know, reviews on the business that are like, this thing's in pre-launch forever, and I think I got scammed. And they're seeing people speak out about it over the last few years, like myself and the Recovering Unbought. I'm sure they came across Spencer, though, before they ever came across us. You know, like there's information now out there. There's some articles that have been written calling Onpassive a scam. And of course, all before the SEC case. So as that was happening, people were coming in and they were editing. They were editing it to add in the information, you know, like this thing, it might not be as honest as it looks. Also adding in, like, they have an office here, they have an office there, that kind of editing. And then they kind of had trouble trying to add in the SEC information. So somebody went and edited it and added it in. And then somebody else went in and took it out. Okay? And then somebody else went in and they were like, no, we need to edit this. This is real information. Here's the source. And they left the source to the SEC. And then somebody just kind of like added to it like, oh, but Ash will win. Only God can stop Onpassive or some bullshit like that, right? And so the Onpassive Wikipedia has been fighting Wikipedia, basically. Whoever's trying to put Onpassive on Wikipedia is in a fight with the people that like to fact check Wikipedia and the people that are Wikipedia. So it's been quite interesting. And now it says, this article has multiple issues. Please help improve it or discuss these issues on the talk page. Now, if you go over to the talk page, it's great fun. Great fun. And you can see some things. But it does look like they've edited some of it out now in comparison to what it looked like a little while ago. So it is missing some stuff. Then it says this article may have been created or edited in return for undisclosed payments, a violation of Wikipedia's terms of use. It may require cleanup to comply with Wikipedia's content policies, particularly neutral point of view. And as you can see, that was in August of 2023, right? And then it's like this article relies excessively on references to primary sources, March 2024. And then also in March 2024, it says, this article is an orphan, as no other articles link to it. Please introduce links to this page from related articles. So it's kind of like nobody's using this as a source. Why? And I'm over here giggling like, because they use us as sources instead, or they just look it up on Google themselves. And this doesn't really pop up as one of the first things, probably for most people. So it says, Onpassive is a technology company based in Dubai that develops AI-powered marketing, CRM, international business, and similar software. The company maintains headquarters in Burj Khalifa in Dubai, as well as offices in the United States, India, Singapore, Bangladesh, and Egypt. And as I read through this, try to see if you can figure out who wrote this that was in Onpassive and who wrote what part that wasn't. It's a fun game. In 2023, Onpassive purchased naming rights to a metro station in Dubai through an arrangement with the Dubai Roads and Transport Authority. It was named after the company for 10 years in January 2022. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission filed a claim against Onpassive, Ashraf Mufareh, and his wife, Asmahan Mufareh, accusing the company of being a pyramid scheme, presenting itself as a multi-level marketing organization but having no commercial products. The Mufarehs were charged individually as co-founders and co-owners of the company. The SEC alleged that Ashraf had sole and final control of company operations, while Asmahan was charged as a relief defendant and recipient of illegitimate funds. Now, they don't have the information that myself and the recovering Hunbot have, and that's because we haven't sent them information. Right now, we can't really send proof until sources are warned and we ensure that they're all safe and etc. But one day that will explain everything. Ella used to keep adding the SEC information onto Wikipedia. Oh, it was her? Was she one of the people? That's awesome. I know Tanya was always deleting it. Ella officially complained to Wikipedia, who reinstated the SEC information. That's right. They've been arguing, trying to put it in. If it was Ella, that's fucking epic and hilarious. That's wonderful. So, again, they don't have all the information. They're just going to go by the SEC litigation for now for that info, right? But don't worry. One day in future, this will be updated. The company, so here's the history. The company was founded in 2018 by Ashraf Mufareh. In September 2020, Onpassive opened its first facility in Hyderabad, India. A month later, after its launch in Dubai in March 2022, it announced the opening of its headquarters at Burj Khalifa. In April 2022, campaign dedicated to launch of the UAE headquarters was introduced with an outdoor marketing campaign, including 2 projections on Burj Khalifa, where their offices are located, and extended to all prominent areas of Dubai. The company also held 4 more projections in May 2022, and 1 more was held in June, dedicated to officially close OFounders. In September, Onpassive launched its new headquarters in the UAE and announced its crowdfunding platform, Obless. Onpassive began operations in Nigeria in October 2022. And I'm sure you're like, wait, why is Nigeria? They didn't even have an office there. And I'm like, I know. It's because one of the Nigerian OFounders came and added that in. In November 2022, Onpassive partnered with beIN Sports, which announced record-breaking cumulative viewership of 5.4 billion for 2022 FIFA World Cup to sponsor UEFA Champions League and La Liga streaming in Qatar. In the same month, Onpassive launched its software products called OMail, ONet, and OTrim. In January 2023, Onpassive reached an agreement with the Dubai Roads and Transport Authority to secure naming rights to the Al Salfa metro station for the next 10 years. In February 2023, Omedia, a subsidiary of Onpassive, signed an agreement with Best Moment Events, a UAE-based events management company, to organize a series of events and concerts for Arab celebrities in the UAE and other Arab countries. During the event, 350 delegates and representatives from 40 countries participated in the forum, representing different institutions. You see what I mean? You see how you can see if it was a naysayer maybe or an OFounder that wrote it? Because then the last paragraph is, in August 2023, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission filed a complaint against Onpassive, accusing it of fraudulently offering investors unregistered securities and operating an illegal pyramid scheme. The SEC claimed that since its founding in 2018, Onpassive had sold investors positions in a multi-level marketing arrangement for US $97, promising to pay them passive income from subscription fees paid by later investors. It further accused the company of material misrepresentations about the timing of commercial product launches, the magnitude of anticipated profits, and the legality of its operations, while failing to launch any commercial applications or comments paying commissions as of June 2023. So they're still kind of a little behind. They're still in 2023. But I feel like part of that might be because of all the editing that's gone on. And we need to send them some more info. So, in future, or hey, if you got the time or Ella has the time, let's let them know some of the updates of what's been going on, because they don't mention how the website crashed in 2024. The actual date was June 27th, but they keep saying it was the 24th. So put in whichever one you choose. But I've just had a fun time watching all of that kind of going back and forth and stuff, and seeing all the changes, and going there one day and seeing the SEC case, then going there again and it being gone. It being wait, what just happened? It was on there. What happened? So good to know that was Ella. Shout out to Ella. Good for her. Tell her to keep going. We need to make sure that it's all up to date and truthful information. I usually use Wikipedia mainly for resource links, and sometimes they're good for a quick sum up of what things are. But this is why you can't use them as a resource, because as you can see, that one's a year behind at least. So you still got to do your own research into things. It's just a good starting point, because if you scroll down to the bottom, there's all the resources. And I mean, that's a great way to get information about something, really. Like a starting point, I said. Mama Do wrote all this. Yeah, maybe. Well, guys, we have made it to the last part of our show. We've made it to a story time. So everyone get comfy, Go put on your jammies quickly, cuddle up on the couch, grab a blanket, maybe a hot cocoa, or hey, whatever else you want to drink. I won't judge it. Grab some alcohol. I won't judge. Because it is a story time from Onpassive. And this week's story is a little bit different than past ones. But still, it's real good. Is everybody ready? Let me know that you're ready. Let me know you're ready in the chat so that we can get into it. The universal great godfather, Mr. Ashmufara. Imagine believing that. I'm going to assume you're all ready. Maybe you're not responding to me right now because we're a little behind. I think I'm like 30 seconds ahead of you guys. But also, you may be getting on your jammies and grabbing your hot cocoa. But hopefully you still have your headphones in and you're ready for a nice story time from Onpassive.
A story time from Onpassive.
Hey everyone, Johnny here. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to share a bit about my journey with Onpassive, one that's been truly life-changing for me. It all started on September 21st, 2020, and every day has brought me closer to my ultimate dream, total freedom. You might be wondering, what exactly do I mean by total freedom? It's about having the time and financial freedom to do whatever I want, whenever I want, and wherever I want. It's the idea of completely controlling my life, without being tied down by limitations, obligations, or financial constraints. Imagine traveling the world, pursuing your passions, spending quality time with loved ones, and enjoying life without worrying about the next paycheck or fitting everything into a busy schedule. My journey with Onpassive has been pivotal in making this vision of total freedom feel like a dream and a real possibility. Since joining, I've learned much, grown in ways I never expected, and connected with an incredible community of like-minded individuals working toward their version of freedom. It's about financial success and the freedom to live on your terms. Total freedom isn't just about having money. It's about having the time to enjoy it truly. It's about waking up daily with a sense of purpose, knowing you can spend your time doing what you love, whether traveling, pursuing hobbies, spending time with family, or simply relaxing and recharging. It's all about living without limitations. It's about having the power to choose based on what you want, not what you must do. Onpassive has been the key to unlocking this journey for me. It's given me the tools, resources, and support to build a sustainable path toward this freedom. The community and the platform have been a constant source of inspiration, pushing me to keep moving forward and reminding me that total freedom is achievable. Every step I take with Onpassive is closer to making this dream a reality. I want to encourage you to consider what total freedom would look like. What would you do if you had all the time and resources you needed? How would your life change? Whatever your vision of freedom is, know that it's possible. It's not just a far-off dream. It's something you can work towards every day, just like I am. And the best part? You don't have to do it alone. My journey with Onpassive has been about more than just building a business. It's been about creating a life of freedom, fulfillment, and endless possibilities. If you're on a similar journey or considering starting one, I'm here to tell you it's worth it. Every step you take gets you closer to living the life you've always dreamed of. Thank you for joining me today and letting me share a bit of my journey. If you're on your path to total freedom, I'd love to hear about it. Please drop a comment below and let's keep this conversation going. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights and inspiration. Here's to pursuing our dreams and living life on our terms. I'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone, Johnny here. Welcome back to my channel. The other day, I shared my dream of what I want to achieve with Onpassive, having the time and financial freedom to do anything, anywhere, at any time. That dream hasn't changed, but the purpose and intention behind running my business have evolved significantly. My journey with Onpassive has been a long, exciting adventure filled with growth and new experiences. I've grown so much in the past year alone, gaining a new perspective, mindset, and purpose. I'll dive deeper into why that is in a moment, but first, let me take you back to where this journey began. In late 2013, I took a 2,700-mile train trip for a 2-hour job interview. It was a big step for me, and as I traveled back home, all I could think about was the possibility of landing this full-time job as a cleaner. A week later, I got a call saying I was hired. I was thrilled, but also nervous. After all, I had been unemployed for over a decade. 3 months later, I lived in a new city, rented a new apartment, and worked full-time. That same year, I married, started training in martial arts, and made new friends. It was a whirlwind of changes and felt like an overnight success. But little did I know, this was just the beginning of a much larger journey. Remember when I mentioned that I've grown significantly over the past year, gaining a new perspective, mindset, and purpose? The reason behind this transformation is straightforward. It's because of one man, Mr. Ash Mufareh, the founder and CEO of Onpassive. Today, September 14th, we celebrate his birthday. So first and foremost, happy birthday, Ash. Over the years, and especially in the last year, I've developed new skills and a whole new mindset filled with passion and determination to help others in need. My city and community have given me so much, and when I started my new life here 11 years ago, I had nothing. Now I feel it's my turn to give back, and the best way I know how to do that is through my business with Onpassive. Onpassive has given me the tools and platform to pursue my dream of total freedom and make a meaningful impact on the lives of others. It's about more than personal success. It's about lifting those around me and making a positive difference in my community. This journey has been transformative, and I couldn't have done it without Ash Mufareh's inspiration and leadership. His vision for Onpassive has allowed me to grow into the best version of myself, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. My mission is to pay it forward, using my business to contribute and give back to the community that has supported me. Thank you all for joining me today and letting me share this personal part of my journey. Let's continue to support each other and grow together. Please like and subscribe for more updates and inspiration. Here's to pursuing our dreams and helping others along the way. Stay awesome. I'll see you in the next video.
Wow, thank you so much for that.
A story time from Onpassive.
That was quite the story. Honestly, if that doesn't put you to sleep at bedtime, I don't know what will. Okay? Which is the point of this. It's supposed to be a long, drawn-out story. So I hope that I did you all proud. I like how Baron said, he is the anti-Sherry. I agree. And I'm sorry, Alps. Alps was all excited for Ben Man Ram time, but he hasn't written a story. We've read all of his stories so far, so He's got to come up with more stories, or else I got to get more creative. You know, that's what's up. That's what's up. He looks like he is about to cry. It reminded me of the Heaven's Gate video. You know, the Heaven's Gate video when they all come on, and you know, I was like, what am I watching? This looks so. It looks like someone's holding a gun at its back. It really is a hostage-like situation. His dream is finishing his dungeon. A cleaner, the mafia? Maybe, Mark. Well, I'm glad that he seemed bored by his own story. He really did. I'm glad you got to run some errands, though. That's good. That's good. I've also done that today. And then my husband went and got groceries, and during the commercial break, I was putting them away. That's what I was doing. You know, sometimes we need a commercial break so that I can get stuff done around the house. It's just the way it is here. But that is it for today's FriYAY with the Sayers of Nay. Ash on Inauguration Day, you know, because apparently that was a thing. So hopefully they don't still continue that. But this upcoming week is going to be really, really fun. On Monday, we're all going to have some really good vibes for MLM Monday. And also sometime next week, it might be Wednesday, we are going to be going through Ash Mufara and his history of scamming again. Because like I've stated, it's been a little while since we did. I see Mr. Lovell is starting to get ready. It's been a little while since we did it. And I think it's really important. And I do have some videos of Ash's old scams that I haven't played over here on my channel. So I don't know if I've gone through them with you, but I know that it hasn't been here. Myself and the Recovering Unbot might have done these like a really long time ago, but I don't believe I've played them over here. So it is new content, but we are going to be going over Ash's entire history of scams. So that should be a good time. And I got a bunch of other stuff planned for us for next week. And we should be able to do another FriYAY with the Sayers of Nay next week. I did it today and the kiddo was home. So we should be good next week. So stay tuned in the community tab if you want to know what's going on. That's probably the best way since the notifications aren't great. You know, check my community tab after you go and check your back office and you thank Ash Mufara for being able to log in. You know, just go and check my community tab. But it should be a great time. There might be a video coming out over the weekend too. I'm going to do my best to get that one out to you guys. There's a couple shorts that showcase what it will be about. So go and check those out if you haven't yet. I hope that all of you have a fabulous, amazing rest of your FriYAY. Go and do something that you love for the rest of the day. I love all of your faces, and I'll see you next week. Like always, we're in it to win it. Mwah! Bye!
My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke. If that's a call. Hey.
And I'm your friend. And I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufara. If you're rude, if you've been doubting or spying, or we know who you are.
Stop going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly.
Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there asking for a debate. That's the lady I brought on.
her debate with 3-Minute Ash. And another in the car asking about why don't we answer the question about religion. I think we've answered that over and over again.
I've been answering them over and over. It's not the answer you want, but only Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke.
All right, this is a great way to start your day. Come here and tune in to crazy men talking about their experiences.
My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
I'm Michael.
Have a good weekend, everyone. See you forever.
And I'm your friend.
I love all your things.
Stop going there. That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my YouTube channel. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name's Ash Mufara.
Stop going there. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there.
My name's Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
Let's go to Guyana.